Okay. All right. Yes. Oh man. Whew. Saturday, man. You know, just chilling. You know what I mean? As we do. What's going on, y'all? Intellectually embraces Smitty's Corner, episode 16. We got 16 of them things. All right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Nobody is on the check-in right now, but I'm probably sure y'all probably be in the check-in in a minute. But for those who are in the check-in, who do want to check in, you can always check in. With that being said, y'all, right? We got 16 of them things, all right? You know what I mean? About to be 20 of them things pretty soon. We kind of been, pumping these things out really quick, yo. So got 16
Right?
of them things. You know what I mean? We're going to give you 16 weeks of great content. You know what I mean? Please check out all the content that you have seen thus far this week. Please support all the content creators within the chat and on the panel. Okay. And just be supportive, man. As I always say, we want to hear your honest and direct opinion, but please be respectable. Please respect our content. Please respect the channel, and please respect the things that we're doing on all the channels and everything involved. Respect the network. All right. Now respect the game, yo. You know what I'm saying? As the great Jay Z would say. Now, with that being said, you know what I mean. I got Smitty here. You know what I mean. I got Grace. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Smitty has a new name. I guess he's going by Mr. Solitude. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. I guess he's solo now. But anyway, also, as you all can see, the stream is put for the link in all of the networks throughout the streams. Okay? You know what I mean? You see the stream yard. You know what I mean? It is actually pinned in my chat, but it's also in other chats as well. Check them out. You know what I mean? Definitely come through. Even our Twitch people definitely come through and support. We definitely would love the response and hear your support and hear what you're feeling and doing. All right, and what you got to say. With that being said, I'm gonna pass the ball to Smitty and Grace. I'm gonna let them rock out. Also, we got the best moderator in the world, Tika. What's going on, Tika? Good to see you. We know that you're here and you're on time and on deck. Know what I mean? Glad that you showed up. Know what I mean? Okay, we got somebody called Unheard Thoughts. Who is this?
Oh, that's
Unheard
my
Thoughts?
people's, right? That's my people's. He's good. He's
He's
good.
cool? All right.
Yep, absolutely.
How we
Okay,
feeling?
okay.
How we feeling?
How you
Doing
doing,
good, Smitty.
sir?
Doing good. Doing good.
Oh
Doing good.
Lord, he got me on here.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Let's do it,
okay.
Smitty. We're
All right,
still
brother.
introducing each other. Unheard.
Definitely. And brother, Unheard Thoughts, if you want to be a moderator in the chat, whether it's which I don't well he probably came from your chat, Grace. So he came from your chat, don't worry about it. But if you wanna jump in my chat as well, intellectual soapbox, you want to become a moderator, just put a comment in the comment section and you're good to go. I'll make you a moderator. Tika
Damn.
also says intros longer than a ghetto chick's weave. Hey, that's what happens when you know what I mean when you got a show. Okay, when you get a show, your intros could be long as well too. Okay, it could be longer than 2 weeks put together. You feel what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, you know what I mean Smitty and Grace, I'm gonna let y'all rock out and her thoughts. I'm gonna let you rock out as well, and let's keep it going, man. I'm being in the back doing my thing. Holla.
Hmm.
It's me, Smitty. Th- th-
Yeah, my bad. I didn't know I was on mute. All right.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
mute monster got you.
yeah, right, yeah, right. So yeah, definitely, man. Everybody, welcome once again back to another episode of Intellectually Embracing Smitty's Corner. So if you don't mind, definitely while I'm speaking and everything, we're gonna get these intros out the way. We're gonna get everybody up on the panel to go ahead and introduce themselves, of course. Get the intro video ready for me. You know me and how I roll. So basically, what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be having some discussions. We're going to be having some real life discussions. You know how we rock over here. We definitely have our fun. We definitely entertain. But more than anything, this is a place to be thought provoking. This is a place for folks to exchange ideas. I will say it right now. The back and forth is all good. Why? Because that's just what niggas do. Have you ever been to a barbecue and seen that dice table and or the space table? I'm gonna tell you right now, niggas get loud. You ever seen dudes get together and play dominoes? Niggas get loud. So we can't sit up here and be disingenuous and act like at times, niggas ain't gonna get loud. I'm fully aware of that. being one who has been in the shell of one for 41 years. And so, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pass the mic. And of course, as always, you can find me right here. You can find me on Smitty's Corner. All right, just type in Smitty's Corner. Don't ask me to drop no link. I'm not tech savvy. You got to wait for that shit. So for right now, just type in Smitty's Corner. You're all good. Okay? Moving along. You can also catch me on Embrace the Grace every Thursday night. All right? The time kind of fluctuates a little bit based on, what time we're starting, but it's generally around the 8:30-ish. All right? Catch me there. You can also catch me on Smitty's Corner. All right? Every Monday. So with that being said, you already know Mr. Solitude can be found anywhere that there is peace and solitude. And I digress. My mic is muted. Oh, so lovely twin. Gracie, what you got for us? Rock out, rock out. Let's go ahead and get to the honorary guest for the night.
What's going on? What's going on to all my embracers? Welcome again to a great Saturday night show at Intellectually Embracing Smitty's Corner, where we bring you the enlightening, thought-provoking, educational topics to just, learn and grow and see other people's perspectives and hopefully help us become better versions of ourselves, because when you know better, you do better. And as for me, of course, you can find me on my channel, Embrace the Grace, on Thursday nights, generally between 8 and 8:30 p.m. You can find me here Saturday nights, Monday nights on Smitty's Corner, Tuesday nights on Black Man Unfiltered. I'm all over the place. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, WhatsApp. I'm all here. And don't forget, guys, to please like, subscribe, and support all these channels. We work hard to get good content up here, to get good conversation flowing. So please, and feel free to come up here. And like Smitty and Soap said, we up here to have good conversations. No sign language, no shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. Okay? There's no right and wrong answer. There's just different perspectives. So now, with that being said, I want to introduce my boy. He's family. We've been cool for years. He used to be my husband on another app. Remember that? We was making bread during COVID. We was making a lot of money on that app. But now he is here to support me, to support my boys. He's, that's when friends become family and family become friends. So Unheard, just tell us a little bit about yourself. And I know you don't have a podcast, but just tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm sure the ladies want to know because, you eye candy and stuff. So let them know where they can find you.
They thirsty, bro. Be careful. They real thirsty out here.
Listen, to be honest with you, my name is Unheard Thoughts, as she said. I am here because of Embrace the Grace. I'm here because not only because of her, but an intellectual conversation that we need to have in our community. And I feel like there's some things that we need to bring awareness to. And I'm here. I'm here for the conversation. I'm here to bring awareness. I'm here to enjoy everybody that's here. And we're going to enjoy ourselves. And that's why I'm here.
So. I know that's right.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop these two intro videos. All right. Now, and before I drop it, I'm gonna just let it be clear, okay? So there's no misunderstanding, and I stand on this completely, and I'm not backing down from this at all. Please don't be up in the chat acting a fool, because I will block or ban you. Please don't come up on here acting a fool, yelling and screaming and all that kind of shit. I will block, ban you, or end the show completely. I will do this. I mean, I've done it before. I'm not playing.
Damn, what we about to watch?
And it's been mentioned. It's been re-mentioned.
Yeah,
so we're aware.
I try not to be that way, but I will if I have to. So, I haven't banned nobody up here in years. Man, it's been about a year or two. Last person I banned was Simon, and I brought him back. So, and Simon know that, but so he good.
So you are redeemable. You are redeemable.
Yeah, conversation.
I
just want to have a conversation.
You give him a lifeline, huh?
Yeah, I'm not close-minded, you know what I mean? But if I gotta lay the smack down for that time, I gotta lay the smack down. It is what it is.
There it is.
But listen, y'all, we're gonna drop some videos for y'all just to kind of have a little fun with. You know what I'm saying? So y'all
Yeah,
can kind of see,
absolutely.
have a
Real
lighter
quick,
side.
I believe that because I'm gonna be real with you, especially this first video is heavy. This is a heavy video. All right, we're gonna be watching a court case, and so I believe the best way. Let's go ahead. Let's stretch out real quick. Let's get a good laugh in. Let's go ahead and just ease and unwind our mind before we get into this. All right, because I can tell you right now, this is definitely a video. Oh shit! So, do you got anything, Grizz? I see you up there, big dog. Anything like trigger warning or whatever the fuck, Because this could
Nah,
be something that could be trigger warning. But anyway,
they'll be
let's
all right.
go ahead and get the
They'll be all right.
intros in.
They all adults. They'll be all right. Salute the Grizz. Grizz, I'm glad you put up in the
I
building.
hope so.
Also, let me take a quick pause for the cause real quick, man, before I drop this video. Salute to the man Mav. Mav, I see you in the building. Now, I mean, also salute to Mimsy Limbs. Mimsy, I see you in the building. Also salute to Trey Ferg. I'm trying to go up and my computer's not letting me go up right now. Where's my computer? Okay, there we go. Oh, still ain't let me go up. Okay, computer. Oh, there you go. All right. So salute to Trey Ferg. I see you in the building as well. Also salute to who else checked it up in here? I think that's everybody. Yeah, Trey Ferg, Tika. Grizz is already up here. All right, cool. That's everybody. So yeah, man. Thank y'all for all checking in, man. I appreciate y'all. So I'm gonna drop this video. All right.
All
Drop this
right,
video.
roll
Yeah,
'em.
man. Let's get it. Fair use as always. Let me drop my fair use banner. You know what I mean? So y'all already know what time it is. Boom. Okay. Let me share my screen.
Fab, don't come in here starting shit already.
I'm afraid your soul is in serious need of absolution. Wait, what? I'm not your son. Well, I consider all of you to be my children. And you can call me father, by the way. No, I'm good. Why? Well, listen, I personally guarantee that you're not my father, okay? And why do you say that? Because you're in my life. I see. Family can be tricky, my son. Can I ask you something? Yes, of course. Okay, how would you feel about serving tequila instead of wine? Diego, this congregation has had the same customary practices for centuries. No, I understand, but things change, bro. Father. I prefer bro. I prefer father. I prefer tequila. Why is this so important? Well, wine makes me really sleepy, and tequila makes me really happy. Having faith could make you even happier. Oh, I do have faith. That's good. That you'll start serving tequila. Not good. I mean, like, how dope would it be if, like, instead of wine, they had tequila, and instead of a little cracker, they serve lime? Bread and wine represent body and blood. Yeah, but tequila and lime represent a great time. No profanity, please. Oh, shit. Sorry. Please don't curse. Jesus Christ. My bad. Diego, do you feel the need to exclaim using these words? I mean, what would you say instead of shit? Have you tried Jeepers? What the hell is it, Scooby-Doo? Diego, I'm afraid if you don't confess your sins, you're at risk of your soul being remanded to the fires of hell. Bro, have you met my wife? I'm already in hell.
All right. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I'm just saying. Some guys, the life can feel that way, The life can feel that way.
That last part.
That last part, right?
So to the homie Brax and the Snake Fiend. Brax, what's good, man? Good to see you in the building.
So I want to ask everybody here a question first. So you can get the first video ready, but we're gonna chit chat for a second.
Hold on 1 second, Smitty. Hold on. I got one more lighthearted video, something that I shared with you.
Oh shit! Go ahead. I didn't know.
One more.
Go ahead.
After that, we get into the question. Then I pull up the videos and we go from there. Hold on 1 second.
Oh shit! Even better, my nigga. Rock out.
Salute to Zara B. Zara B, thank you for coming through. Salute.
I see Simon sending people over.
Yeah, thank you, Simon. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean? This video is called Salute to the Youngins. You know what I mean? This is a young world. You know what I'm saying? We all just living in it. You know what I mean? Salute to the youngins, man. All right, fair use as always. I think the video's already up. It show is. All right, let me mute myself so I don't give you no feedback.
I ain't gonna lie. That was y'all lit as shit. It was. I can't front, bro. I can't front. But I just want to say this, just like I said, and I stand on it. So we talked about this back on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
We was just as lit, if not lit, nigga. It's just we didn't say lit. We would say shit like that jump was tight. And on top of that, we would not have cameras and stuff. And we didn't have, bruh, it's a lot of stuff I can go back on that was absolutely spectacular. If only there was bare minimum. If we at least had the iPhone 4, the things that I could show you right now. So I just wanted to say that, bro. So, I mean, I get it. A lot of folks be like, oh, yeah, the young youth now, they're way worse when it comes to violence and or they do a whole lot more things. Look at all the things they're doing. Like, bro, what did we really record? Niggas barely got home pictures. A lot of us got homies. We've been around for decades, and we might have 2 pictures with them. Okay, let's be for real. You've been around that nigga for decades. The stories you got are endless. So I just wanted to throw that part in. Nigga, hey, 80s babies to the fullest. Okay, all right, millennials. That's what I'm on. Rock out with it.
All I want to say is this: if you ever think I don't care about you, I do.
Hey, bro, back in the day, like, I miss when everybody knew the lyrics to a song. Like, you can start, like, whether it's Genuine, Casey and JoJo, Tupac, whatever. The whole clique started chiming in. I miss those days, though.
Okay, you said, okay, Grizz, I'm with you. Miss the days of everybody remembers the hook to a song and all of that. Grizz, I miss the days where folks actually could remember more than 3 phone numbers without having to go to a contact list.
Yes, bruh.
Stop playing with me, dog. We used to remember multiple. I want you to think, bro, like 10 numbers, and you knew them bitches.
Bruh.
Okay, let a nigga lose his phone right now. If
they go to jail, they in trouble.
Hey, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started. Hey, when CEOs take your phone and you at that
go to jail,
and you try and figure out your homeboy and all you got is 3 digits. Because you remember looking at, you got like 3 digits out of all 7 or 10.
Yeah.
That's it. You got like
figure out the other numbers.
I know it's 443. Hold on. Hey, no. 7, 8, 9, 8. No. 92119. You wasting calls, calling other people and shit, random strangers. Hello. You never collect calls from click.
All right. You know how you solve that, guys? This is how I solved that issue.
Ms. Johnson, is your Sunday?
I memorized my son's number, and then I gave him a bail bond card in his wallet. And I told him, Mama, ever get in trouble, you call. I'll call you. You call all your titis, because you call one number and 5 of them are gonna pull up. And then here's the bail bond, and you get your mama out as quick as possible. So you gotta at least memorize one number, guys.
Good luck.
And I know my son's number. That's who the Jay got it. I got his number. He's got the bail bond card in his wallet, and we keep it moving.
Gracie, I'm gonna say right now as we speak.
Hold on. Let me give a shout out real quick to Rob.
Go ahead.
I see you in the building. Also salute to Sister Ramadan. I see you in the building as well. Who else? And that is all for right now. Okay.
You know who you know what numbers I remember, like right now to this very day. My mother's work number, which she's been retired from, I think, for like 7 years or so now. 2028-793-862. Boom.
510-272-6438.
Now, hold on. Watch. I'm just saying that. My old house number, which no longer exists, 301-595-5218. Boom. Woo! My grandmother's number, which no longer exists, 301-474-3125. Boom. My point is, I remember these numbers, and these are the only numbers. Now, there are numbers in my phone right now. My own lady, I don't know her number. I'm sorry, boo, if you're watching. I don't know your shit. I only know these numbers because these are the numbers that I had to remember before technology. I've been dialing
Yeah.
those numbers since I was, I don't know if y'all can see this, since I was that Smitty right there. That's how long I've been dialing those numbers. And that's the only reason why I remember those numbers because it was before technology. But I just wanted to say that. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out whatever you got going on, Soap, and then let's go ahead and get. You want me to get to the question?
Yes, sir. Because this first video is long as hell. So go ahead.
Oh. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right, let's get to it. He said this. So bear with me tonight, okay? Bear with me tonight, nigga.
No, I'm just saying.
I'll
It's
buy
long as
you.
hell.
I'll buy you a bowl
If
of
you got a
cereal,
question, go
nigga.
ahead.
Look. I'll buy you a bowl of cereal at the bar after the show. I got you.
No.
Bowl of cereal on Smitty.
Okay, thank you. If you had a question, go with the question. Then we're going to get into the video. So go ahead.
Yeah, no. That's what we got. All right, so I want to ask everybody here. We're gonna go from Gracie, Grizz, and what's my man name again? I'm sorry. Unheard. Okay, respect. All right, so we're gonna go in that order. Soap, you last. All right. What is a father's job when it comes to, now I'm saying this specifically. Yes, I'm going to segregate these positions. What is a father's role and job specifically for his daughter? Just curious.
Okay, that's easy because I can actually go by what my father did.
Okay.
So a father brings discipline.
Mm-hmm.
A father brings structure, and a father brings knowledge to guide a woman on how to deal with men and
Okay.
how to pick and choose men. You know that is why when the father walks the bride down the aisle and hands her over to the husband, he is releasing his reins and getting him over to the husband. And now the husband takes over the position. But a father teaches. He's a teacher. He's a guider. He's a disciplinary, and he brings structure. That's what I and he of course and he provides. You know, that's what I think a father brings, and that's what my father brought to my life when he was around. I digress. My mic is muted.
Respect. Okay, now, Grizz, what is a father's job specifically to the daughter as opposed to the son?
Just like Miss Lady said, a provider, a protector, um, a man who actually honestly I don't have a daughter, but I do have a son. But I would definitely, if I was to have a daughter, teach her how to think, kind of sort of teach her how to think like a man, so
Okay.
that
Okay.
when she, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, no. Good enough. I appreciate that, Grizz. Thank you. Thank you. Brother Unheard, what is a father's role specifically to the daughter?
Security.
Okay. Rock out, brother.
I am supposed to show my daughter emotional security, mental security, spiritual security, financial security. I am
Mhm.
supposed to show her these things so that she doesn't have to search anywhere else when she gets older. She knows exactly what she's looking for based off of what I had provided for her when she was younger.
Okay. Okay. All right. Beautiful. So.
Um, it's funny that you asked that because I actually had this talk
Mm-hmm.
yesterday with my family. We was talking about this.
Respect.
Marcus, I see you in the building. Also, salute to Banksy Style Live. Salute. Make sure you're showing love to all content creators and everybody else on the panel, man. Make sure you follow everybody on all social media platforms, man. YouTube, everywhere else. And I make sure everybody love that pulled up in the chat and on the panel. So let me say this. So when we was having this conversation, what I was sharing with them was the importance of parents. And I was saying that our parents, if they don't, whether they do a good job or they don't do a good job, it trickles down from generation to generation, right? So if a father or mother doesn't do what they have to do within that child's life, it's going to trickle down. And not only will it affect that generation of kids, but it'll affect the other generation of kids because that generation that's now raising kids is now bringing their trauma and all that to a child that has nothing to do or is not even aware that their parents have all this stuff going on emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and maybe even physically, right? So they have all these issues that a child is being born into this world is unaware of because their grandparent dropped the ball when it came to their actual parent. You know what I'm saying? So, I was talking about this and we was having a really in-depth discussion on this. Now, the reason I share this is because I believe that both parents are showing all the things that I named. I believe both parents are showing that to the kids. So both parents are providing protection. Both are providing insight. Both are providing different things. What if I had a daughter right now, I'm only going to provide her with my insight as an adult because by the time I have a kid, I'll be 40. But I'll be providing her with insight as a 40-year-old man, right? But that'll just be my insight from me. It's not the insight, it's my insight from me. I'm only, excuse me, y'all, I'm only giving her insight that I can provide for her just from my point of view, from my lens. You know what I mean? And then when it's my lady, she's gonna provide her insight from her point of view and her lens, right? It's just different point of views based on, our genders being different and also our experience being different. You know what I'm saying? So we may my woman may grow up, in a more chill lifestyle. She may have more of a family structure. I may not have the family structure that she had, but I'm still gonna give you a perspective based on that, right? So, you know what I mean? And that's what I believe that both are supposed to provide. But I think what happens is that a lot of times when adults get together, right, they're not discussing how they want to raise a child or if they have a child through them having intercourse, right? That's a lot of times that's not even being discussed. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of times when people are laying down with each other, to be honest with you, there's a lot of oops babies. I'm gonna be honest with you. Right? Salute to Lady Phoenix. You know what I mean? So if it was meanwhile, if I look at other coaches, not saying other coaches do things perfectly, when I look at other coaches and how they move or how they actually build families as a structure. You know what I mean? People kind of know, okay, I'm gonna finish my school, I'm gonna look for a wife, I'm gonna look for a husband, I'm gonna look for this, and then I'm gonna get married, and so on, so on, and so on, right? You know what I mean? They have an actual structure. I remember I had a friend that I heard close dear to me, but he was a different race, and he was talking about how his sister was gonna go to college, how she doesn't go out, how she was gonna find her husband, and she was gonna get married, and that's exactly what she did. Like just in that order, she went to school. You know what I mean? She got a degree. She found a husband, and they had kids. I don't know the details of their marriage. Don't ask me, okay? I don't know if their marriage is good or not. Don't ask me that. The only thing I knew is that he laid out his sister's life. You know what I mean? He already knew what his sister was about to do, and she did it. You know what I mean? Because that's what his parents did, and that's what they was taught how to do. You know what I'm saying? He said they have a structure because those other communities, what he said? Are patriarchal. Yes, you know what I mean? That's a part of it as well. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? They have a structure that's based on, look, this is how we do things as a family, right? And that's laid out, and there's no confusion. You know what I mean? So, because we don't really have that, you know what I mean? It's just it can be all over the place. But essentially, you know what I mean? I think our kids need to gain from both the mom and the dad. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're not really doing that. We'll get together. If somebody we like, that person may end up pregnant, and now we having a baby by somebody that we like instead of somebody that we actually are trying to build a family with and we really in love with and we want to build a future with. So yeah, I think that's what's be happening. But that's just my perspective and take on it.
Okay, so from here, you can go ahead and pull the video up. So without further ado, we're gonna look at. Now I'm gonna give you guys a quick breakdown on what we're looking at. This is a father who was let out of prison on parole, and now these three white folks you see, that's the parole board. Okay. He's back in front of the parole board and he's trying to argue his case as to why they should not send him back. Okay. Now, all I want to ask everybody at the end of this, I want you to listen closely. Is he believable? And where did he go wrong? I digress. My mic is muted. Roll it, so.
How long I'm gonna be locked up still where I can't provide for my family? That's all I want.
Mr. A. All right, we are the parole committee. We are reconvening in the Walls Correctional Center on Thursday, January 18th, in the year of 2024. It's 11:35 a.m. Would the staff there at the Walls please introduce yourself for the record?
Lane Mitchell.
All right, thank you so much for accommodating us today. And we have before us Mr. Abbs. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number.
My name is Edward Ebbs. My DOC number is 32. 1 second, please. Yes, ma'am. My DOC number is 379327.
Yep, that's what I got. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
let me introduce the parole panel to you. My name is Cheryl Renata. This is Mr. Alvin Roche to my left, Brennan. Right. You there? Any paperwork with you?
Ma'am, we have a hard time hearing
You don't have any?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a parole revocation questionnaire with you? Do you remember form out?
Ma'am, you're breaking up.
All right. Do you have
Hey,
a parole revocation questionnaire?
If you can, brother, put it on 125 speed. Can you or no? That'll also help. Still understandable? Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Want to give a shout out to my man, Big Rick Slash. Big Rick Slash, what's going on? What's going on? You know what I mean? Big Rick Slash says, I've been in front of the parole board and got denied. I accumulated multiple certificates, including conflict of resolution, and got my GED too. But the OG told me almost everyone got denied first. Wow. Man, salute to you, Big Rick, for doing your thing.
Facts.
Look at the story.
Facts.
Stay out of prison and live life on the streets with your family. Facts. Facts, Big Rick. Facts, bro. All right, let's get back to the video, y'all.
What is that?
We're gonna put it up on the screen for you. Stand by. That. You see that? Can you see
Yes, ma'am.
that?
Yes, ma'am. I have that.
Is that your signature at the bottom of that page?
Yes, ma'am.
Dated December 19, 2023.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Based on the information, the answers to those questions, you were not eligible for an appointed counsel this morning. So are you ready to proceed with this revocation proceeding?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to read the allegation against you, after which you should enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. And then I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Roche. He'll have some questions for you.
Yes, ma'am.
You're accused of violating the conditions of your parole, specifically condition number 4, which states on October 19th, 2023, and I believe that is a typographical error, which should be dated August 30th, 2023. So,
Yes, ma'am.
August 30th, 2023, you were involved in criminal activity in the commission of the offenses of domestic abuse battery, 2 counts, and disturbing the peace in West Feliciana Parish. You were arrested by the West Feliciana Parish Sheriff's Office on August 30th, 2023. On October 12th, 2023, you pled nolo contende to
For anybody who don't know, nolo contende basically means it's like another way of saying plead the fifth. You basically pleaded the fifth, and nolo contende. If you get a nolo contende, they will then, if you are acquitted of it, if you want to say, then you will get what's called nale proseque. Nale proseque basically means like it basically never happened. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
disturbing the peace, which was amended from domestic abuse battery in West Feliciana. How do you plead to violating condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Guilty or not guilty?
Yes, guilty.
Okay. And then condition number 10, and it states you're currently in arrears for your parole fees in the amount of $567. How do you plead to violating condition number 10?
My parole still going up higher than what I'm setting, but I'm guilty of that if it's so. Yes, ma'am, but I'm gonna pay it.
Is guilty.
Yes, ma'am, guilty, Miss Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You make an explanation to Mr. Roche. Mr. Roche.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good morning, Mr. Eames. How are you?
Sir.
Now, I want to say this part, and anybody who has anything to say, you can speak up as well. I want everybody to know, those who are not aware, those who may love to dibble and dabble in the crime life and things of that nature, I don't tell nobody what to do, but I will at least try my best to give you a notification of what's ahead. You see those 3 people right there? Their entire job is to find any and every reason for you not to go back home. They are not there. The entire structure is not designed to hear out truly what you have to say. Those 3 right there are designed, trained, okay, and educated in this entire system to figure out what is the hair fraction that we can go ahead and say, no, you're doing the rest of this 50. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. And when they tell you have a good day, there is no please wait, give me a second, nothing. The camera goes off, 2 guards come and grab you, and that's it. That's it. Done deal. Now you're placed on the shelf. Everything in your life is a pause. Nothing's going to happen. But with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Rock outside.
Okay, I see y'all comments.
I want to speak on this.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Let me get to you in 1 second. Big Rick says, Lady Phoenix says, Big Rick slaps. Okay, I got arrested 5 times because Sean got mad, but I kept our kids to time people to have. Okay, I guess you're telling about the times you got arrested. Okay. Everybody giving they love or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody showing love. So Big Rick slaps says, it sounds like it's going his way right now. Grace says, why is there no one melanated on the board? I don't know. That's a whole other conversation for another time. You know what I mean? Braxton showing love back to Grace. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Big Rick says, as you should, Smitty. You know what I mean? He said, either I'm a 5'4", 160-pound lunatic whipping a 60 guy who looks like Ice Cube 24/7, or dude A dude lie like a rug. Okay, okay. You know what I mean?
Hey, this is about to get real interesting. I like that. Said he lying like a rug. Let's keep listening. Let's keep listening
Trust
because
me,
this
in
is
about a
about to
year and
get
a
good.
six
I'm
months.
telling you now, it's about to heat up. It's about to heat up.
Definitely congrats to Big Rig for actually, being a better man. Definitely, definitely. I can do this talk all day, man. That's why I try to sprinkle game when I can. Most definitely, brother. Most definitely, Big Rig. Go ahead,
Then
Underwood
bring
Joe.
your
See what you got to
sprinkle
say.
ass up here on the panel, nigga. What the
All
fuck?
right.
All right, nah, go ahead. Hey, yeah. Go ahead, unheard. Rock out, my nigga.
All right. So I'm gonna say this, okay, and I'm gonna say this as a black man, right? With the gentleman that has a prior, right? I've been in the court system, so when I tell you, it doesn't matter if you're guilty or not guilty. I'm going to say this: you're guilty. In their eyes, you're guilty. It doesn't matter if you feel like you're guilty or not guilty. You're guilty in their eyes, and the system is not set up for us. That's just what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. A lot of people may not want to hear that, but in their eyes, we are guilty, and that's why we have to stay out that system because street smarts is different than law smarts. I'm gonna say that again. Street smarts is different than law smarts, right? So you think you may know the law, but you truly don't. You don't because
Right.
they look at it a totally different way. So when you say that, okay, I'm guilty, are you sure you want to go ahead and plead that you're not guilty or you're guilty? And that's why you have to have the specific people to back you down during that current state. Because if you don't have the people, then you in trouble. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
Hey, nah. Beautiful. All facts, my G. Go ahead and rock out,
And
so because you know we got a little bit on this flick right here. So let's get back to the movie, y'all. Let's get back to it. Get your popcorn.
all right, all
Grizz,
right.
Grizz, go ahead and share your perspective before you do that. Salute the lady,
So
Novea.
Oh, my
one
bad,
last
Salute.
Grizz. I didn't
thing.
know you had something to say. My bad, Grizz.
I don't
Um,
get
hold on, Grizz, and then also Lady Phoenix is guilty and filthy. That show how you seen. That's true. That is true. They look at you as guilty before you're innocent. You know what I'm saying? We already know. Go ahead, Grizz.
so. I was gonna say, thanks to the Lord above. So I got caught up in some stuff back. Went to put this. It wasn't prison, but it was jail time. And I did like a day in jail, but that was enough for me to say like, you know what? No, okay, it's okay to be by yourself. I don't need to be running with your mom and dad trying to tell you, hey, be careful, don't do that. Um, so I got caught up with the wrong crowd, and honestly, like I got 1 day, but thanks to my mom knowing people, and the hierarchy got my record expunged. But yeah, I digress. My mic is muted.
Okay, okay. Grace, anything you want to say? Grace? Okay, Grace ain't. Wait, is Grace even on the panel? Okay. Come back. You know what I mean? Let us know what it is. Can y'all hear me? I'm struggle streaming right now.
Roll the film,
Yeah, I
bro.
can hear
She
you,
can get
bro.
it on the next one. Roll the film, bro. Let's not hold it up.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Loud and clear. Yeah, you good. You
Not in
good.
court.
Yeah, let's roll the film.
So Lady Nove said Soapbox be live tonight too as well. So okay, cancel last night to tonight. Okay. Alright, tell Bolo and the crew. I'ma definitely try to show some love when I can. Alright. I may sneak in for a bit. I mean. But okay, let me pull Grace back up. Okay, Grace is back up.
Sorry, was pressing too many buttons. My bad.
It's all good. Grace, anything you want to share on the video so far?
I just want to say that it's really sad because I get the feeling that he's lying through his teeth. He has a different agenda. I haven't seen the video, but from my training and what I know, I think he's setting himself up for a whole different agenda. But let's watch the video so I can really finish what I have to say.
Sir, you're breaking up.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good. Mr. Eves.
Yes, sir.
Or is it Ebbs?
It's Abs. Yes, sir. Abs.
Okay, Mr. Ebbs. Let's talk about your domestic abuse. Counts. Tell us about it. What happened?
Thank you, sir, for asking me. Sir, that's my 17-year-old daughter that got me here and didn't never know the outcomes of what was going on. I made a rule in the house on the 29th when she came in with her friend. The next morning, outside, I was getting ready to do some construction work to our home. She come out the house and jumped on me. I called 911. The 911 caller told me to stay on the phone. I stayed on the phone until they got there. Her mother and them was trying to stop her from doing anything. I never disciplined my children not one day in my life, and I didn't discipline her that day. She made a rash decision and never knew the outcome where our father was going to be setting. I'm a father of 5 daughters of this family, of the only family. I never had a problem with my kids, never. And now I'm sitting here 5 months almost behind this. I love my child, and I forgave my child, and my child forgave me. But the thing about it is, I refuse to make any more rules to my children if it's going to cause me to have to go through this kind of procedure again. I love my children, and I don't want the world to take my kids, what's going on in the world, but I refuse to put myself in the harm of my family where, sir?
Mr. Epps, tell me what happened.
What happened was I spoke. This what happened. Bad as it, I hate to tell anybody her private life. My daughter is practicing homosexuality, and I told them that it won't be going on in the house. She wanted me to support that. As me being a Christian, I was telling her,
Mr. Epps, you said your daughter jumped on you. What did you do?
I called 911. I called the 911 staff and stayed on the phone until the officer got there.
Okay, why were you arrested?
That's what I didn't understand. I really didn't understand that. And I never disciplined my children, my man. I promise you. Sir, I never did.
Okay.
My child.
Mr. Epps, okay. Then why did the West Louisiana Parish share the house disturbance? Let's start with May 31st, 2023. You came out and you had some problems with your wife.
And that's prior to that day, right? Right?
Yes.
Yes, I barely can hear you. I'm just trying to put what you're saying together and read your lips. What happened was my wife was mad because our car got towed. And she kept bickering her mom about things about the car. I never done anything to my wife, but I couldn't get the car out of the pound because the car was still in the previous owner name.
Mr. Epps, tell me why the sheriff's office had to come to your home.
They came to my home because my wife was disturbed. my wife get a disability check. My wife have mental problems, and I love my wife, but my wife called 911, not Edward.
Okay,
And
now, okay, there was another report, and it involved your brother. So, what was that about?
that was my nephew, not my
Okay,
brother.
okay.
Yes, sir. That's the same morning him and her jumped on me at my home at 8582 Sligo Road. That's what him and her did. They done that. And I called 911. I
Mr.
never
Ed,
violated.
Mr. Ed,
Yes,
the
yes, sir.
the sheriff's office came out to your home on May 31st, August 27th, August 28th, and August 30th from 4 separate disturbances. There is a problem,
I
and
do.
it might be you.
No, sir. I do know the May part. The May part, the sheriff came out because my same daughter had jumped on me once before, and Officer Honeycutt came and refused diffused the problem. I never caused the problem with my family, or I would have been arrested. I'm a father. I'm a father just trying to help my family, And prior to this here, my child, they have ran over my child personally. I'm not a father at my house, and it's still going on in my home. I understand.
Mr. M,
Yes, sir.
okay, you're a third felony offender, am I correct?
Is it my third felony? Is it my third felony offender?
Yeah.
That means
You've been convicted of 3 felonies, right?
in my past, yes, sir.
And the last one that you're on parole for now is possession of a firearm by a felon. Is that correct?
You're sure right, sir.
And you were arrested on March 3rd, 2021. Is that correct?
For that?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And you were convicted on June 16, 2022. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you got 5 years for that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand.
And you got paroled on
I think December.
December 21st,
Yes, sir.
after serving only 6 months. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me what programs you completed in the 6 months that you were incarcerated.
The programs that I completed when I was in Plaquemine Parish was
Yes.
I was in Plaquemine Parish. I was in schooling, and I was in anger management school, and I was in God.
Okay.
I want
Because
to be honest. I want to be honest.
I see no good time credits on your master record. That tells me that you didn't complete any of those programs. Am I correct?
I was released before my program was up.
So basically, you didn't complete any of those programs, right?
Sir.
Question, yes or no?
The program, I was going. I was released to come home before the program was time up.
Did not complete the program.
No, sir. No, sir.
Mr. Ebb, you have an anger management problem. And it has to be addressed before you're released. And you've not completed any programs, third felony offender, and your rehabilitation has not been complete. And if I
Please, 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 please.
you'll be back here because you're going to have the same problem.
No, sir. No, sir.
So I'm talking. But you have the same problem. I think you need to complete anger management. Thank you for a change. And you need to complete 100 hours pre-release. And I'm going to arrange that. I'm not going to revoke you. But in lieu of revocation, I'm going to keep you incarcerated until you complete those 3 programs. Anger management, thank you for a change, and 100 hours pre-release. I would be derelict in my duties if I didn't give you the ammunition you needed to maintain your freedom. Because if you ever get convicted of another felony, you spend a much longer period of incarceration.
Yes, sir.
And that's only one. Sir, I didn't ask you a question.
Yes, sir. I do understand.
You'll be given time at the end of this hearing to make a statement.
Yes, sir.
You need anger management, thank you for a change, in 100 hours pre-release. Madam Chair.
Yes, sir. I forget to go home to my baby. I can go home to my baby.
Is there anything that the facility has to offer?
Ma'am,
Is the officer still in the room with you?
yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I just asked if they had any.
Yes, ma'am. They always do.
He's been over here with us for 31 days. And he's been working in the kitchen. He ain't got no disciplinary reports. And he's been very respectful to us over here.
Okay. Okay, good. That's good to hear. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Ebbs, is there anything you'd like to say briefly to us before we go?
Ma'am, I've been a father of my children for 24 years. I buried a child. I buried one of my children out of 6 of my family for 24 years. I ain't never disciplined my children a day in my life. My child sat here, and I'm missing my children's birthdays. I'm missing their holidays. And I'm a father of the home. I told them I have a mental wife. I got waters busted at the house. I got things going on that I ain't done. I got old daughters. My children missing out on things because my 17-year-old daughter made a rap decision that she didn't know her dad was gonna be here this long. Nah, I gotta sit here and my other children got to suffer. I love my
Mr. Ebb,
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Ebbs, did you know you were having a hearing today?
Ma'am.
Know you were coming to see us today?
Yes, ma'am. I was waiting. I've been waiting patiently.
Where's your family today?
Ma'am.
Where's your family?
My family.
Where is your family?
My family at home.
Tell them you were having a hearing today?
Yes, ma'am. I talked to them and let them know that it was that.
I'm wondering why they didn't join us. All right, I think we're Mr. Ebbs. We're going to be voting now, Mr. Roche.
Mr. Ebbs,
Yes, sir.
in revocation, I want you to complete anger management.
So you can go ahead and pull down. You can pull us back up.
Hold on
So
one second. Let me just finish this out. Let me let her out. I want to hear the whole thing. Hold on. We almost done.
okay.
Thank you for a change and 100 hours pre-release before your release. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Mr. Freeman.
Can I ask a question?
We're voting.
Thank you. Oh, help me, Jesus, please.
Steve, I'm looking at this. You wasn't out that long before you got in trouble. You definitely got a disconnect between you and your family. And y'all got to get this disconnect fixed, or else you go get back in trouble. There was no. They couldn't document any violence. There was no injuries, no nothing, just arguing. And it seems like it's a bad thing between you and your family, this argument. My vote is to do not revoke and recommend that y'all attend a family counseling set up by the probation office.
All right, Mr. Ebbs. This one's tough. I mean, I agree with both of my colleagues. I do think you need some additional, some tools in your toolbox to help you deal with stressful family situations. I mean, dealing with, but I think that the family counseling, those who live within your household, will help set that up for you, and you must attend, however long they say it's necessary. What's your question? I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
What was your question, briefly?
Sir, how long I'm gonna be locked up still where I can't provide for my family? That's how I want.
Mr. Ebbs, did you hear what I said? Did you hear you got 2 votes to do not revoke. So you will not be revoked. You're required then, you will be released, and you have to go see your parole officer, and they'll help you set up the family counseling.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Good luck to you. That concludes our business intervals. Thanks for accommodating us today. We're going to sign out at 11:56.
So what do I do now?
Just wait. They gonna get in touch with you, turn you loose.
Thank y'all. God bless you, Mr. Peter, Mr. Shirley, Mr. Alvin. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you, Lord.
Ah, boy. So let me break down some things, and as we go around the room, we speak on this.
Hold on before you continue. I'm gonna take a quick pause for the cause, real quick. Salute to Mr. Johnson. I see you in the building. Salute to you. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to Mr. Corinne Bliss Johnson. All right. Now make sure I'm some love. You know what I mean? And definitely, y'all, I know a lot was shown in these videos. I'm gonna drop the link. All right, I'm gonna let Smitty do his thing, and we're gonna go from there. Know what I mean? All right, Smitty, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so, and of course, we're going to go around the room, Grizz. No, no. We're going to go Gracie, Grizz, and then Brother Unheard. 3 times a charm. Don't mind me, Brody. So,
You
look,
good, man. You good.
respect to you, Black. This right here, I want you to notice. Like, so these are things I want to point out, and everybody else can point out what they saw. That's exactly what happens when you put your life in someone else's hands. He even had to have the guards over from the prison kind of vouch for him, like, yeah, he been working in the kitchen. He ain't been doing nothing wrong. He all right, y'all. It is something about the appreciation of being able to inhale and exhale. And it's something about the appreciation of being able to take a shit by yourself. And you don't have to tell somebody to hit the sheets. If you know, you know. So what I'm saying is that I peeped that part. And the second part is that I noticed while crying, how long I'm gonna be away, the kids, wife need me. And we all know anybody that has the slightest bit of, I would say, discernment knows, excuse me, where was all that while you were doing what you were doing? Yo, I'm gonna see right now. Probation is one thing. Parole is a whole nother animal. For anybody who knows. And if you're going to be in the free world, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you should be in just like an all-white padded room like that you designed and shit. And you should just kind of stay in there, because I'm telling you right now, jaywalking, being next to someone else who is a felon, you had no idea. You could be with somebody, you don't know they have a felony. Y'all get pulled over. You're just next to the person. Y'all not even doing nothing wrong. There are no drugs found, nothing. All they have to find out is you're a felon on parole and you're in the vicinity of another felon. You're going back. They're going to arrest you. It is that vicious. So only thing I'm saying is, to those who, want to be in that position of life and, feel like they got something to prove on the streets, you can if you want to. But I know personally from 7.5 years of being sat on the shelf, that shit ain't what you want. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out. Gracie, what you got? Grizz, we got you. Brother Unheard, we got you.
I think it's so sad that we get in these situations, whether we're guilty or not, but it's like it feels like they still have so much control over us, of our lives, of our freedom, what we eat, when we sleep. I mean, it's to me, it's modernized slavery. The prisoners do labor for peanuts. It's like, are we really trying to rehabilitate? I get it. There are a lot of programs. There are a lot of certified programs that we can get. But what's the use of being certified and getting these programs if nobody's going to hire us in the real world because you're a felon? It's like a catch-22. It's like they throw crumbs at us, and we're supposed to be okay and accept it. Okay, if we get in the system and we're guilty, then you have to deal with the consequences. But we know that a lot of us are in jail because we just don't have the money for a good attorney. You know, if a lot of us were able to afford an attorney, I think at least 40% of us wouldn't be locked up. We get stuck with public pretenders. That's what I call them. Public pretenders. They pretend to serve the public, but they really don't. They really don't. You know, prisoners keep money in the federal government. Follow the money trail. It's all about money at the end of the day. Because if it really was about bettering people and rehabilitating, once they serve their time. Leave that in the past and look at the new person. But at the end of the day, this was really sad. It's like parents can't even discipline their children anymore. You know, you have to go to a third world country to go beat their ass and then bring them back here or leave them there till they heal. You know, because you can't discipline your kids nowadays. They quick to call child protective services or call the police. You know, when the judge asked, well, why did you get arrested? He should have said, because I was a black man. How the person that called the cops got arrested? Make that make sense to me, ladies and gentlemen. I digress. My mic is muted.
You don't want to say that in front of the parole board. You don't want to be that tough. Trust me.
I know.
You do not want to be that tough in front of them. That's the last thing you want to say. But what I will say real quick, and Grizz, we're getting to you next, of course. Gracie, believe it or not, this is a real thing. The reason why they're actually so hard on, you know, like the whole, if you say you're out on parole for a robbery, you're used to, you know, you're the stick up guy, breaking in houses, climbing in windows, you know, fucking cars. Okay. There are so many like different companies all over the country that are like, I don't know, funded, incorporated, and believe it or not, there are nowadays felons can get a good ass paying job faster than somebody with just misdemeanors. Now, it's no more of that. And that's why they're so hard. You have a lot of different companies, corporations. They are funded and they, you know, receive tax write-offs, the whole nine, to basically be involved with hiring felons. A lot of your trash trucks, a lot of those guys on them trash trucks all got F's on a report card. Almost promised you. Places like Walmart, places like your Lowe's, your Home Depot, and I'm talking about places where you can get a nice little something working full time, right? Mute your mic, Jay. Mute your mic. Respect to you. Good to see you. So all I'm saying is that, you know, when it comes to them not being able to get a job, that's why they are like super, super tough on them. Because the way they look at it is, we're going to give you all the tools. You notice how they kept saying that? Now, I think we need to bring you back in and give you some more tools. Because we don't want to put you out there in the world disarmed. Some bullshit. But you got to understand how it's designed. And it's designed that way because the fact is it's next to pharmaceutical and cosmetics. The prison industry is like probably one of the largest funded, highest, you know, people get mad at certain celebrities because they bought a prison. They see the money in it. It's a business thing. They know niggas are going to get locked up whether they did it or not. It's a business thing. So with that being said,
that's sad, Smitty. That's really sad.
It's real shit. It's real shit. So I digress. My mic is muted. Go ahead, rock out, Grizz. Brother Unheard, you will be next, and then we're gonna go ahead and get to brother Takashi. Good to see you, Brody. Rock out.
But yeah, just like you said, I've actually, when I went to school, I'm hearing them say that prison systems are well funded. It is a business, And I'm just sitting up here like, what? And then, but they're also talking about, oh, the prisons are overcrowded. I'm like, yeah, they're locking up people for ridiculous stuff, and and also too, there's more African American males in the prison system than it is any other culture. And but like, but I don't know with that video, I just felt that I just felt honestly there was no representation for the black man, and also too us talking because I'm hearing a lot of some people that are talking about, oh, I'm gonna go into corrections. Oh, I'm gonna be a police officer. I'm like, why don't you like I tell some of them, I'm like, hey, why don't you go into the prison system and see how if you can reform some of the prison systems and like get higher into the system, and, infiltrate the system like a symbiote, work your way up. But I just felt like everything works against us. But I digress from America's community. Anybody has a rebuttal?
Nah, bro, you good. Brother Unheard, it's on you. I'm gonna get to the comments in a second because I definitely want to hear. I definitely want to get to the comments, and then after Unheard, then we're gonna go to my man Jay Takashi. Go on, brother Unheard.
Uh, this was interesting for me. Um, it was triggering, not in a bad way. It was triggering because I've been through that, and I've never understood how valuable freedom was until when I was in there. Freedom was more valuable than peace because without freedom, you don't have peace. So, looking at the video, I do see some things that could have been worded a little bit better. I think that he called a little too much. I think that he got himself in trouble. And when you're nervous, you do things that you don't think that you're going to do. And I think that when he got to court, I think that they seen that and they moved on that. But that's why it's so important, as not just as human beings, but as black folks. It is important for us to learn the system. It is important for us to educate ourselves, because what happens is they know that we don't know the law. That's why they can get over like that, because they know that we don't know what they're talking about. They know that we don't know the lingo. We don't know the language. So if we learn the language, if we learn the lingo, and we know what they're talking about, then yes, we can fight that. So do you need a lawyer? Absolutely. Yes, you do. You only need a lawyer if you don't know what you're talking about and you don't know what they're saying. You can represent yourself if you understand what they are saying. But we don't educate ourselves enough to understand that lingo and to understand the laws and the things and the freedom that we actually do have so that we can fight that. That's one of the main reasons why I got myself in that situation, because I didn't understand it. But if I understood it, I could fight it. There it is.
Good shit. Good shit. I like that. I like that.
Hold on, brother Unheard. Hey, question, man, real quick.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
are you from Virginia?
Yes, indeed, I am.
I knew I heard it. I knew I
I
heard
knew
it.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I knew it. I know the accent anywhere. I got
Yeah,
folks, I got aunts and uncles and all type of stuff down there, man. So I know the accent as soon as I hear
yeah.
it, bro. I know it.
Born in DC. Born in DC.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Brother Jay, it's on you, man.
so I didn't see the video, but I can gather what you're talking about. You're talking about how the prison how the prison systems are getting funded, how they're making money off of people just being in jail, and what it's like to be in there, which I heard from Unheard. Shouts out to you, brother, for getting out and everything. Straight up. Um, the funny thing of this is there is there actually is in the third. I won't say in the third world countries. It's more so like in Paris and China and all those places like that. They actually rehabilitate their prisoners I'm talking about the people who get arrested for like not even like big crimes or like who have like addiction or anything like that. They actually get rehabilitated, and then once they're free of that, then they let them go. And then I think they don't get big jobs, but they still get jobs and things like that. But they're not like sent to prison. Like I'll be honest, because I've always said like when you get pulled over or if you get arrested for like what is it, intent to sell with no hope of release or something like that, it's basically more so that you're gonna be rehabilitated, and then you're gonna go through the process, and then once you're done with the process, you're gonna be able to get out. Like I said, they don't keep motherfuckers in there over there like a long time. They don't. It's just I think from correct, the process is like for however long I guess you were addicted to it, for how long you're gonna be in there to put in the work to get out. But I think it's like a 3 to 5 year period, and then once you get out and you've done the thing, you can be out and you're free. But you're not out there for life or some shit like what we got over here, which is stupid, by the way. I do agree with that. But yes, if you don't know, if you guys didn't know, one of the guys who's made a lot of money from investing in prisons was Bob Barker, and that's how he made his money in America. Anybody knows from Wheels of Fortune? Yeah, that's him.
That's an absolute fact. Actually, here in Maryland, the soaps, the towels on the tag, and the actual prison uniforms, you will see Barker. That's an actual real thing. Very real.
Yeah, so he made money from that show. He made money from the freaking and he
That's
invested in prison.
actually very true. Yeah.
Thank you, brother. But I'm gonna leave it off there for now. But
Okay,
I do
cool.
agree that most of these cats, like I said, the people who get arrested, the cats who arrest people for stupid shit, no, that's stupid. That should be like a misdemeanor or something like that, and that should be it. Simple enough.
Respect. Okay. I want to go ahead. I want to get to this other shit.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get my perspective real quick.
Oh, so you didn't give yours? My bad.
Yeah, hold on.
I apologize, brother. Take your time,
good.
dude.
Let me get to some of these comments. Okay, come on, computer. Here we go.
Yeah, your shit different than mine.
Okay. So Mr. Johnson says depends on the state. Parole violation different. Either way, it's a slave existence. He says stop the mentality of criminality. When one has a militant mindset and purposely moves on as such, there's a likelihood of never going back to jail. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to attack this from two angles. I'm going to attack this, salute to what to watch on YouTube. What's going on, family? Salute. I'm going to attack this from two angles. I'm going to attack it from, man, I don't know what Jay Takashi eating, but man, I'm hungry right now. So, make me more hungry. But I'm always eating on the panel, so it is what it is. Keep eating, bro.
Hey man, listen, bro. It's just
Nigga,
ice
you
cream
always
cone, bro.
eating, period, nigga, on and off the panel. Cut that shit out. Go ahead.
Hey,
I ain't mad at you, my nigga. Better than starving. I'd rather that than you starving.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? I'm gonna play a video, and then it's a really quick video. It ain't even that long. But it's something as y'all was speaking, I was thinking of, right? Let me see if I can find it because it's in my files. Hold on, where's that? I'll be moving so fast, man. I'll be losing shit. I'll be losing stuff. Sorry. Hold on, somebody just pulled up. Who just pulled up?
Yeah, who we got?
Came back. No. I guess somebody just came back in. Who dropped down and came back in. Okay. So this was inspired by things that y'all said, but then also inspired by what I look at on my own. So I've seen this video before, and then I'm gonna touch it from this basis, and I'm gonna hit it from the other point as well. But hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second.
He had to take a bite, y'all.
I actually am not eating nothing like that. To be honest with you. But if I'm eating it, y'all definitely know. Trust me. And I'll tell you exactly what it is too.
You ain't gotta say shit, but we know you eat.
Yeah,
Hey
that's when we
man,
get close together and eat at the same time.
yeah, man, exactly, bro. Hey man,
Fair use as always.
man, get on that ice cream. Get on that ice cream.
Where whoopings came from. You ain't never supposed to hit a child. And all that stuff you get out of Bible, spare the rod and spoil the child. That's the story of a shepherd boy and that stick he holds. Because the more they walk, the better their fur is. And so when they get too close to the ledge, he just holds the rod out. And you all ignorant, crazy folk that took that to whooping a child. Whooping a child. You wouldn't hit your Cadillac. That's where.
Hey, the part you say you want to hit your Cadillac, that's the part that get me.
I mean, nah, but see, the thing is, man, see, that's that intellectual comedy, man. Like everybody not like I caught that shit, and I mean, he's always been so genius at that. You know, him and a few others, man, have been genius at that, like
George
that
Carlin too. George Carlin,
intellectual.
I like how George Carlin do that
Stop
too.
playing with me, bro. The GOAT. Stop playing with me. Don't get me started on that.
Man.
But yeah, definitely. Go ahead, though. So what you got?
Man.
What you got?
He always definitely dropping gems, man, and making us think about things, whether we agree with him or not. He always dropping his perspective on things. But the reason why I'm attacking him from both angles is that when it comes to disciplining our kids, we could actually be doing something that's not right. We could actually be doing something that's not functional, right? Or that's creating behavior where we're creating fear and we're creating distance with us and our children. That could be, right? That could be a thing, right? Now, me, for instance, I still wrestle with it because in one aspect I understand logically what he's saying, but a part of me still wrestles with, you know what I mean, me wanting to whip a child behind if they get out of line. I'm sorry, I wrestle with it. You know what I mean? Even with the late great Dick Gregory giving me the game, I'm still wrestling with that. You know what I mean? That's still a wrestle for me. You know what I mean? So I'm not even gonna be like, oh, I believe in what he's saying completely because I don't. All right, so I still wrestle with it. It's still two sides of me. You know what I mean? The intellectual side and the side that was like, nah, man, we gotta get it in. You know what I mean? They acting up, get them. So I wrestle with that, but I do think that discipline is necessary. But in what aspect, I'm not completely sure of. You know what I'm saying? One, because even though there are little ones in my family, even though they're not directly my kids, but I do have nieces, nephews, little cousins, things of that nature. You know what I mean? I still want to make sure that they are doing things a certain way, right? But in what level, right? What level do we teach our youth to do it? What level do we outline guidelines and respect and morals and stuff for our youth? How do we do this? You know what I mean? What is the actual right way? Or do we just learn as we go, right? Do we take bits and pieces of what we know and now we're putting it together and now we're manifesting a safe place for our kids to grow in where they have discipline, they have love, they have everything that they need, right? And are not feeling like we are actually hurting them, but they feel like we actually love them, right? So, yeah, so that's a part of it. So, you know, what we have, you know, that's one argument. How do we really discipline a child? And the brother in the video, maybe he was doing the right thing, right? I think he was lying about some stuff, but maybe he was doing the right thing, right? Maybe he was loving his kids the right way. Who knows? I don't know. I wasn't in the house, but I do think he was lying about some stuff. And okay, Tika, I'm gonna get to your comment in a second. Now, as far as the prison system, of course, we know the system is not built for us. We know that the system is not advocating for us. And when we go there, we basically are going in there with a hand tied behind our back. You know what I'm saying? If not both. You know what I mean? So we basically don't really have a way to defend ourselves. Now we have some money, we may have a leg up, right? With some money, we may be able to loosen the other hand a little bit, right? You know what I mean? We won't completely loosen it completely. I understand that. But with some money, you may have a little bit of flexibility. You know what I'm saying? With some prestige, you may have some flexibility. You know what I'm saying? But we know when our people step into the courtroom, we know what time it is. You know what I mean? It's not a good time. All right? Especially if they think they have little, if anything, on you. You know, it's pretty much a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's some Fed stuff. It's a Fed investigation, you're pretty much going to go to jail. You might as well just tell people you're going to see them, however long you're going to take to see them. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be going away for a little bit. All right? I'm just letting you know that right now. Now, Tika says, parents get at your kids, they still feel the sting later in life. I know I do, and it helps. Yeah, I mean, Tika is, like I said, it's a wrestle. You know what I mean? Because, and I'm going to get to you, Grizz, because I definitely want to hear your perspective. You You know what I mean? Definitely, Tick, I get what you're saying. In all retrospect, like I said, logically, he's giving you like Dick Gregory's giving you game. Like, you know what I mean? He's telling you what the scripture was for. He's breaking down, you know what I mean, theoretically what it is. Now, am I saying that you're wrong? No. Because I told you I'm wrestling with it, right? I ain't saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't know, right? You know what I mean? And I think, you know what I mean, if you feel like you're more comfortable with it, then that's cool. But at this point, I don't know because I see the good effects of it, but I also can see the other effects in my childhood where I'm like, I kind of had some anxiety during that time, or I kind of felt the way different during that time. I wonder if it's because of that, and I try to, figure out the roots of different behaviors that I even had as a youth. Not so much now as a grown man, I've actually been able to work through most of those roots, if not all. But as a youngin, definitely I see it. Great to show you, bro, because I definitely want to hear your perspective.
So, as a parent, I'm tapping that ass. Like I just been many times when I had to spank my son because I didn't tell you once, not twice, 3, 4 times. Oh, I tell you, put the tablet down. What first I'm going to spank you in your behind. I'm taking your tablet and I'm gonna put on the tablet. Don't ask me again. I'll let you know when you have the tablet back. And like if he starts getting unruly, like start because he's at the age now where he thinks it's funny to like mock me and stuff like that. I'm saying, say that one more time. And he said I've actually had to spank him in his mouth. And I literally had to I went there. I went old school with him. I literally whooped him. I smacked him on his mouth. I said, "Don't say that again." But just like I would say earlier, I literally, from what I grew up with my elders taught me, and basically, I'm actually so I actually have a mind of an editor, right? Because like I said, I do video editing, so I'm gonna take a little piece of this. Take a little piece of this, meld it into that. Okay, you know what? We're gonna meld. I meld every single little thing together and just make it my own. But yeah, I'm mixing the old school ways with the new ways. I'm learning to hear my son out. But if I think it's gonna be some mess, I'm like, nope, I don't want to hear it. Go do what I just tell you to go do. What is your mama gonna tell you to go do? No answer buts about it. Oh, you got a back mouth? I'm whooping your behind with the belt on the skin. But I digress. My mic is muted.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Real quick. I come from the era of ass whoopings, and fear is good sometimes because I feared my father, and that fear produced respect. And I think that that's a lot of the problem today. Yes, I've learned the other way. You got to kneel down and talk to your child and not talk down to them. I have apologized to my son. I've done the timeout. I could count on one hand on how many times I whooped him. But at the end of the day, sometimes an ass whooping works miracles. Okay? Because of the fact that they're going to remember not to do that again after you finish getting in that ass.
You're going to learn today.
But I have learned to adapt other ways because of the world that we live in. I have an anxiety when somebody raises their voice at me because my father raised his voice a lot at me. So I tell people, I shut down when you yell. So don't yell at me. So if you're at that point where you feel like
I've
yelling,
heard that somewhere before, Gracie. I've heard that somewhere before.
Let's take a cooling period. But again, I could count on my hands on how many times I whooped my son. But those times that I whooped him, they were warranted. And I really haven't had problems out of him because he knows better. I mean, my kid is 6'4". Ain't no damn talking sometimes in the world with that. You know what I'm saying? But I get it best. And I know you're torn between the two. But once you do have your own, and sometimes it does, you whoop them to sleep. They wake up the next day a whole new person. The light bulb came on, and they know not to do it again. But nowadays, the easiest thing to do for a kid is take their phone away. That's like taking their oxygen away, and that was crazy. My son went to social services at school when I took his phone away. Oh, you can find social services, but you couldn't find the math tutor. That's funny. So I took that phone away for 3 months. And when the teacher tried to call me, well, these kids, they need their phone. And I told the lady, with all due respect, ma'am, we made it without phones. He don't need no goddamn phone, and he's not gonna have the phone. So if he can't do his work without that phone, he can go to the media center, he can go to the library, he has a computer. He don't need that phone, and he won't have that phone for the next 3 months until the next marking period.
Gracie, you know what a lot of parents be saying though.
What?
Now, mind you, I'm with you all the way. I am 100% with you, twin. The thing is, because of let's say all of the mass school deletions, uh a lot of parents be like, you better keep this phone on you. Now, of course, the parents' intention is this is for emergency. Now, we all know, you know damn well your child ain't about to only use that for emergency. That's going to be IG time. That's going to be texting a friend
Yup.
right there. That's right there, 3 desks over from them time. That's going to be, then I'm going to text my boyfriend. That's 2 desks over to the left time and everything else. So that's what that's going to be. You see what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is that's real tough to try to measure in, because of all of the crazy shit that's been going on in the schools, man. Just boom, out of nowhere, somebody gets a call. Yeah, that's right. Prepare for a funeral, not dinner tonight. And that's extremely tough to deal with.
I mean,
So yeah.
Smitty, I hear you, but even in that case, as a parent, you already know what's going on because it's on the news. The school emailed you, text you. What can your kid do by calling you? Because they're not going to let you in the school. Okay, you know
No,
that the
that's
kid is
true.
alive.
That's true
You
because
know the
I've
kid
heard
is.
many horror stories. I've heard many horror stories about how parents can't even walk their child to the classroom now. I've heard many. I don't know. I just can't picture that. I have a hard time. My brain just cannot. I mean, just from the days of me going to school, I'm class of 2000, so going to elementary school, middle school, and all that 80s and 90s, like, nah, I remember like moms, like literally, like, I mean, I remember my friends being like, "Hi, Mrs. Smitty," and like I go sit my little black ass down. You know what I'm saying? And I remember that shit. So I don't know. I know it's
I,
different now. I get it. I get it though. I
and
get
it
it.
was hard for me because I have an only child. So when he's home alone and with no phone, it was more stress on me. The fact that he didn't have a phone than on my kid, because when you're an only child and I'm at work and I want to check on him and I can't. But thank God that I had a strong support network where I had neighbors that would go check on him. He had his
Mhm.
titis go check on him, but I'd be damned I stuck to that. No phone for 3 months. You ain't gonna get it. No, and shut down that internet at 10 o'clock at night. I mean, we just, I guess we got to stop being so nice sometimes because these kids are growing up in a not so nice world nowadays.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me say this, right? Um, you know what I mean? And this is the thing, right? Um, at the end of the day, um, you know what I mean? And it's just to tie a bow on it because I know we got another video, so I want to get tired of the video, right? Now, you know what I mean? To tie a bow on this bad boy, right? Um, this is my thing. Now, the reason why I use the Greg as an example because this man is,
Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold. Excuse me. Watch your mouth, woman. Okay. Ain't nobody owe nothing. Do you see any great talking that shit? Go ahead, rock out, so.
I got some
The
great. That's
reason
why I
why
got
I use
this
the
cam
reason
on.
why I use Dick Gregory as an example because he's a lot older and well he was a lot older and wiser than all of us and I'm not saying that he as an older and wiser man he can't be wrong, but I look at his children, I look at how functional they are, and they are extremely respectful, extremely good people as from what I see. Well, not good people, they're functional people. I don't believe nobody good, but they seem like they have a good compass on them, right, or a good foundation. So in my mind, I always wonder what did he do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
What was the tools that he took so that they are not out here acting crazy or doing things that are detrimental to
Right,
society? Like how did
right.
he approach things? But I'm gonna land it here because we do got another video. And salute to
Mhm.
Ruby Doll. What's good, Ruby? I see you in the building, girl. What up? What up? What's going on? All right, so let me share this next video so we can rock out, y'all.
My man, let's get
Hey,
to it.
real quick. Hey, real quick.
Absolutely. Go ahead, brother. Let's just keep it under a minute. Rock out.
We gonna keep it under a minute. So I had to try a different approach. Very quickly, I had to try a different approach because um, my son was abused, right? Um, by the by my mother, the mother of my my children's. So I had to try a different approach because of what happened, and I think that back in the day, we went through a certain situation so we were forced to not have feelings, right? But nowadays these kids are different, right?
Facts,
These kids
facts.
these kids are different. So you have to catch up with these times. You have to. And nowadays I don't beat my kids. So it's more so of listening to your children and talking to them and figuring out what's going on with them. And you just got to try a different approach, man, and see what's going on with them because they respond differently than what we responded back in the day. So
Nah, nah, nah. Thank you for that, brother. Nah, nah. Salute to that, man. Salute to that. And I can say you have been nothing but an addition to the panel. Gracie only brings in the best, so I always trust my twin. Salute. What you got for us, Soap?
He said he'll be right back in the back chat.
Oh, got it. So let me say this part then. Discipline. I think people really see, why I think we have these circle conversations, and this is not to anyone on the panel, I'm just speaking in general to our audience. The reason why we have these circle conversations about parenting and who should get a spanking, who shouldn't, what they should do this, and everything else, how you should parent, is because we keep failing to remember every single child. I'm talking about just within one household needs to be disciplined different. I needed more attention, okay? The fact is, out of all my siblings, I got the most spankings. I can count maybe about 5 to seven good ones. But my point is, I needed that attention. My sister coming home from school, all her work is done, honor roll and shit. She ain't getting in trouble. Not coming home after curfew. Matter of fact, I don't even think she left the house. Okay. So no, what is she? Why does she need more discipline and more attention than me? And I think a lot of people be forgetting that when it comes to disciplining and training our children, right? Bringing them up. Let's take the average household. Mom, dad. I still speak. I still speak classic. I don't talk all that modern shit. Mom, dad. Okay. Let's take boy, girl. I don't know. Okay. So you got oldest brother, and then you got the girl, then you got maybe like the baby brother. Okay. Out of them three, they're all going to need different attention. Period. You are not going to be able to deal with these three individual humans in their young stage of life the same way and think everything's going to work. The same punishment that may work for Margie may not work for Robbie. The same punishment that works for Robbie may not work for little Jimmy. So you need to so the thing is that it's really all about one. I say this all the time. Parenting has a lot to do with time. Period. The fact is, because there are no books, because there's no how to do it hand guide, you just need enough time around that individual young soul, and you just need to observe them enough, peep their patterns, see the parts of you that's in there, and then see the parts of their mama that's in there, and then make the recollection between the two, and then know how to deal with it from there. We keep trying to make this like parenting shit some like cookie cutter shit, and it's not. It's not. Parenting will never be cookie cutter. It will forever be something that you literally, I'm talking about just like surgery. You can have 5 patients lined up. All of them have been shot, but all of them are going to need you to do the surgery procedure different. You can't do the same procedure. If I got shot in my leg and he got shot in his arm, why are you digging in my arm? I got shot in the leg. I need you to take care of my leg. I need you to take care of what it is that I need taken care of. I don't have the same problems as my sisters or whatever. I don't have the same shortcomings. One could be autistic. One could just have ADHD. One could just simply just be rebellious. All of them could have no issues at all, but you still have to treat each and every child individual. And if you don't have the headspace and or time to be able to do that, like if you think about it, back in the day, y'all remember, like, for example, Richie Rich, whatever it is, we had a lot Home Alone. Well, that was different, but I'm just giving examples for it. Like, we had these children that would actually, they would be so effed up. Why were they effed up? Because mom and dad was always busy and gone. Yeah, they were rich. They had everything taken care of. They had everything they ever wanted in life. But the reason why they were so effed up is simply because their parents didn't have the time. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now to land it. I have to look at old pictures to remember, oh man, I forgot about those shoes. Oh man, I forgot I had that old action figure. Look at me in that picture with my cousins and stuff, holding up my toy and everything. I forget all of the, let's say, the tangibles, what you can touch, the gifts, the Christmases. I'm not saying I forget them, but I don't remember every single pair of clothes my parents bought me. I can't remember what I was wearing when I was 12. I got to look at old pictures. I can give you an idea from the style of dress. But you know what I'll never forget? The time spent. Never would I be erased. I will never, ever, ever in my day forget all of the time that my parents have spent making sure that they did the best that they can. Was it perfect? Fuck no. But was it the best that they can? And did I turn out pretty damn good? I don't know. You tell me. Shut up. So, with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Soap, are you back? I don't know. Is he back? I don't know.
I'm back.
All right, let's go ahead and rock out. Let's rock out.
Right. Oh, you got something to say, Jay?
Yeah. I'm about to say, yeah. Did you want to say something, Brody?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well,
take your time.
Well, here's my thing. Don't worry, it'll be real quick. If anything, see, yes, just like our sister, the sister next to me. Yes, we were brought up on. Listen, I had a military father. I still do. He's still alive. And listen, he does equate discipline with hitting. It does not matter if I can't get it through you. Listen, if you don't listen to me the first time, second time you get your ass whooped. Like I said. And that's normally how it would go. My grandma had a hand in that shit too. So like I said, everybody freaking out of hand. So that's why I said there's enough there discipline around there to teach you certain things when you're at a certain age. Then when you don't use the belt no more and they're like 16 and up and all that shit, like, okay. Now when you get 17, 18, this is on you, son. So hopefully if I got through to you, notice that little positive reinforcement. Hopefully I'm gonna get this through to your ass. Because I always thought about it from my angle. Because like I said, because the thing is, like I said, if you do something bad once, all right, I'm gonna talk to you. It's like the second time you do it, I'm gonna whoop your ass. The third time, I'm gonna say this: motherfucker get caught, and I gotta bail his ass out. Nah, nigga, you stay in juvie. That's my thought process. Because I'm not about to sit here and go 12 verbal rounds with you and actually have to explain. And here's what I mean by that: I am not going to give you a fundamental breakdown of what is good and bad when I've already done it so many times. When you have me and your mom and your grandma and enough of everything to know what is right and what's wrong. More so that if you do act up, you can get 2 ass whippings, one from your mom and then one from me, and I'm fine with that. Like I said, the wife don't need my permission to whip his ass. but because it's real. Because like I said, pain is almost and I want to sound sadistic when I say that, the pain is the best teacher. Because when you get hit enough, you'll realize, okay, this shit hurts. Let me behave and not do this shit. And that helps you understand not to that helps you understand to correct yourself as you get older and realize there's bigger consequences outside what I'm gonna do to you than what's gonna happen to you if you go to jail. I can promise you that. And like I said, ass whoopings keep you out of penitentiary. That's what my uncle passed on to me, and that's what they do. But with this soft era of not disciplining your kid, and they can step all over you. Oh, I don't want to talk ill of the parents, but I really don't. I really don't want to. But it's like, y'all bunch of bitches.
Briefly, real quick, Tika, what do you mean women joints are real brutal too? No, just type a little more. Give a little more elaboration on that. So go ahead and let's get to the video.
Last week, I was clearing our driveway from snow when I came back in the house to take a piss and overheard a phone conversation between my wife and her friend. Our house is echoey, and she didn't hear me come in. My wife said, I mean, it's a good thing you did this now. You don't want to end up with your second or third option like I did. I pulled out my phone and recorded her conversation. It got worse. He's not the love of my life, but I do love him. And if Paul, her ex, wasn't so terrified of marriage, I'd probably still be with him. Inside, I felt destroyed and haven't said much to her since. I let my best friends, sister, and parents listen to the recording. Best friends say I should get a divorce. Family says the opposite. Thoughts?
Interesting.
So my thing is this. This is my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to videos like this, and I hear guys, typing, speaking, I just be wondering. I'm like, okay, one, I have to ask these questions first. Of course, we don't know these things, but if I was like, that was my boy. Okay. How old is this couple? I do believe that matters because the age could matter. 2, how much experience does this guy have? I keep hearing about these guys getting so bamboozled. And I'm gonna tell you right now, has Smitty ever had the wool pulled over his eyes? You're damn right. More times than I can count, honestly. I mean, at least throughout like my years of just like, I would say like what, from high school to this very day. Yeah, man, I've had the wool pulled over my eyes more than enough times. But the thing is that these are things that happen once upon a time. Once upon a time it happened. Why? Because of my lack of experience. It's a lot of shit that either dudes purposely choose to not acknowledge that's right in front of their face. See, niggas get to letting women think that the only ones who got red flags is us. Psych. Thought it was. Thought it was. Nope. Y'all too. Y'all too. A lot of folks get to thinking that. So my thing is that when it comes to, you know, thought this was the love of my life, overheard this and everything else, I'm saying to myself, what has been going on in that relationship for however long that you just didn't notice and didn't pay attention to? And I'm gonna say this right now, ladies. I'm gonna say this shit right now. I don't want to hear that. Well, women can be very cunning. We can do some shit right under your nose. Miss me, because there's something called pattern. It's something called routine. And when you're with somebody long enough, you people pattern, you people routine. Once they break the pattern and routine, I notice something. So I don't be wanting to hear none of that shit. Miss me with the whole women can be super cunning. Women can, no, you have no idea, Smitty. We can have 2-3 niggas and you'll never know. Psych. Thought you could. Psych. Nope. Dead. That's not something, I'm telling you now, unless I'm like super inebriated, I am like somebody like spiked my drink and I'm seeing quadruples. You're not getting no shit like that by me. As long as I'm in my right headspace, third eye open, I'm paying attention, I'm peeping patterns. I notice you stop calling as much. I notice you don't respond this way. I notice that you're now doing this. I notice you're now saying, hey, this is my new friend. I am peeping the shit. So I just be trying to figure this out. Like, so, I mean, with that being said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ladies first, man. Ladies first on the panel, man. So, Gracie, yes, absolutely. I want you to give your take first. Jay, you go ahead, and then of course we already know how soap rock out. So I digress. My mic is muted. Floor's open.
So, Smitty, I would have to 100% agree with you, because men that are more experienced are in tune with their women. They notice shit. They just the type that don't say nothing and they observe. And I'm living proof right now, because if as soon as I start moving different, or I do or say something different, I'm getting checked. you know, by my guy, because that's, if he cares enough, if he's in tune enough and knows your patterns and how you move. Yeah, there's some guys that we can play with. There's some guys that we can have 2 or 3 niggas on the side. But then there's some other men that you can't play with them, and they see things. They may not say something right away. They give you enough rope to hang yourself. That's what a lot of the smart, more experienced, in tune men do. And I've learned that. They keep them in the chamber for when the time is right. you know? But as far as the video goes, I can't see how he couldn't have seen the red flags or any signals. And I get it that he's heartbroken. I get it that he recorded the conversation, but he had the conversation with the wrong people. Why is he talking to his best friend? Why is he talking to his family members? Why not talk to the wife? I mean, that's who the problem's with. A lot of times we go and run to other people instead of the source of the problem, and a lot of us don't know how to do conflict resolution. By the way, I did a great show on my channel on conflict resolution, so go check it out and go learn some ways on how to resolve conflict. But that's really all I have to say. You know, sometimes you cannot bullshit a bullshitter. You may be slick with some men or some people, let's not keep it in a gender, but then there's some other people that are real slick too, and they just don't say nothing right away. They save it for later or for when the time is right. I digress. My mic is muted.
Go ahead, Jay.
Like, give me some further context. You're talking about in the sense of like the women being sneaker with disciplining their kids. Come on,
No.
man.
From the video we just played, like, what you think?
Not too much to add on that, really. If I had to really be honest, I'm like, there's nothing I can really add to that. Go ahead, Mr. Best.
Okay. All right. So, this is what that is, right? I'm gonna tell you what happens in relationships. All right. Most times, not all the time, but most times. This is what happens. What happens is that in relationships you have a lot of expectations, right? Man has expectations, the woman has expectations. You get in a relationship, right? And you're believing that this person is going to meet X, Y, and Z of these expectations, right? The man, this gonna be the best man I've ever been with. He gonna do this, that, and the third. This one gonna be the best one. You have all these lofty expectations. And then that person, you know what I mean? Not because they're a bad person, not because they're trying to hurt your feelings, not because they're trying to be evil. They don't meet those expectations, right? The expectation that you have has now not been met, right? So now, because the expectations have not been met, and now you're together, right? You know what I mean? And you living with each other, you don't have kids, you married or you living as married or whatever, right? You know what I mean? Now that you're together, now the expectations have failed. Now you start thinking about other people. Man, I should have got with so and so. You know what I mean? Because they would have did this, that, and the third. Oh, I should have got with so and so. You know what I mean? Because he would have been better. He had a better job. You know what I mean? I should have got with that girl because, man, hey, she listened to me better or whatever. All this stuff comes in because people have been disappointed. You know what I mean? Chose, right? They're disappointed. You know what I'm saying? As far as that person for. And so now they start nitpicking. Now it's, oh, you know what I mean? This ain't right, and oh, that's not right, and oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, we just start nitpicking at every little thing. You know what I mean? And that's only because that person has not filled in all the gaps for us. You know what I mean? So now that person is just like the worst person in the world. Now she should have got with Bob, who works at Tesla. Now he should have got with Stacy, who works at Google. All the stuff start coming apart because you're just mad that person does not fit in your little box. You know what I mean? Is it selfish? It can be, right? Or it could be that this person never, ever really was going to meet those expectations anyway. You know what I'm saying? Or nobody can meet those expectations. So maybe you should check yourself. Or maybe, right? Maybe that person, hold on. Maybe that person is someone, right, that you don't need to be with, right? Maybe that is the case. You know what I mean? So either you need to check yourself and say, you know what? You know what? That person ain't doing X, Y, and Z, but it ain't them. It's me. I'm the one that's tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's wrong. Or it could be, you know what? Yeah, that person isn't the right one for me. I do need to move on to somebody different. You know what I mean? They're not being there for me the way I need to be there for me. They're not loving me the way I want to be loved. They're being abusive, or whatever the case may be, right? But a lot of that, like I said, has to do with the expectations that we have. And now when somebody hasn't met that, now we start thinking about all these other people. You know what I mean? And that's just really a lot of times what it is.
Okay, so I'm just asking. You dropped a lot of gems, of course. When you were saying maybe that person just couldn't meet the expectations, maybe neither one of them could meet the expectations. I'm just gonna say, again, you know me. I just speak from my headspace. When I hear that, what I hear is, maybe communication was not effective. Because the fact is, how do you not meet a criteria that you hear thoroughly and then you agree to? It's almost like a job. If the job in the interview, you're sitting in the office with the employer, All right, so we're gonna need you to unload the docks. We're gonna need you to go ahead. We're gonna need you to run the conveyor belts, hit the freight. We're gonna need you to then around 2 after lunch. After lunch, you're gonna have to switch. Then you gotta go upstairs. You gotta go to sort, and you gotta do this and do that. Okay, cool. Boom. Right. Why would I sit there and then listen to what's said and then not meet the criteria? Right. So all I'm saying is that what I'm hearing is the lack of communication in the sense of people are just not talking. What you mean neither one of the people are going to meet the criteria? If y'all speak and communicate and make it very clear, this is what I love, this is what I hate, this is what I tolerate, this is what I don't. This shit right here irks the shit out of my spirit. This right here, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I can kind of deal with that as long as you're cool. If people speak enough and talk about the things that is necessary to talk about in the beginning, instead of having this dumbass headspace of, I'm just gonna feel it out. Nah, I ain't got no questions. I'ma just, see where it goes. Well, when you see where it goes, that's when you find out that the roller coaster tracks ain't all the way finished. And after that loop, you're gonna just fly off, and it's gonna be some Final Destination bullshit. And I'm just saying, people need to recognize exactly how, when it comes to, if you're going to be with somebody that is like the equal yoke for you, if you would say, as a lot of folks, now we're equally yoked. Okay. All right. Well, you need to get somebody that, one, first and foremost, you can talk to. I'm going to tell you right now, the number one thing that I look for is, can I communicate with you? Don't be an open book, but definitely like throw little teaspoons of yourself out there. See how they respond. See if they ask and inquire about more. See if they don't give a fuck. You gotta peep all of these things. And I'm not just saying this for fellas, I'm saying this to the ladies too. You talking to a dude, see how much he's actually interested in what it is you got going on in your life. Okay? So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. We definitely got Top Flight in the building. Okay, hashtag no blue wig.
Let me say this real quick. And I'm gonna let you get
What?
back to this.
Rock out.
The thing is that sometimes people make mistakes. You know what I mean? That's just a human flaw. So at times we make mistakes, or at times we agree to something because we're trying to keep somebody around, or sometimes people would think they can handle something and they really can't until they're in a situation. You know what I mean? As a logical saying goes, you never know how you're gonna handle a situation until you're in the situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. So sometimes people can say, "Oh, yes, I think that I don't mind. She got 4 kids.
Somebody
I can
mute,
handle 4
please.
kids.
Somebody mute,
I love,
please. Mute.
yeah, I love her and her kids. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Now you with her 4 kids, and now you starting to find out more and more things about them. You know what I mean? Or now you don't feel as cool with them inconveniencing the quiet time that you used to have when it was just you and her, because now the 4 kids are here. You know what I mean? So it's life. People at times can take on something that they are not able to take on, or sometimes people will not be completely honest about what they can handle. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes, like I said,
Good
as a human
point. Good point.
fallacy,
So, good point.
you know what I mean? As a human fallacy, we sometimes, you know what I mean, don't know what's going to happen in the situation until we actually really are in it, and the things are happening, and now we're like, oh snap, I ain't know she really like to do that, or I ain't know he really like to do this, or they like to do this, that, and the third. So I didn't really know how this was going to affect me. So that happens. Tika, go ahead.
Hi everyone. So I just want to say that, okay, so I wanted to expand on a couple of things. So when I watched the video, right, it seems like possibly, right, maybe this woman was loving the guy, right? Like maybe she wasn't doing nothing, but maybe she did feel a sense of settling. Okay. The guy that she was previously with wasn't on her page as far as getting married. All right. So then she settled for a guy that was okay with getting married. All right. Like that was
Did
that
she
was what was
settle
happening.
or take what she could get?
Is that not settling?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Because settling
No,
is
settling. No, settling is you don't have no other options to take what you can get in that sense. In
how
that
do we
sense,
know
you
it?
take.
How do we know what she had to get? She could have had options. You're just making that up to help yourself.
Then
Anyways,
how
listen.
she wound up with him? Fine, go ahead. Go ahead, girl. Fine. Never mind.
Anyways, okay. This woman was clearly madly in love with the other man. All right. That's why she was speaking like that with her husband outside. All right. So I just wanted to say that because I guess sometimes we're under the impression that maybe someone isn't being treated right or they're missing signs or whatever. Like maybe he wasn't missing the signs. Like maybe she was actually like treating the guy good. Just mentally, she was in another place. It could have happened. I think that we just need to stop like moving on so quickly when we're like
What does
in a
that
certain.
mean? Treating him good, but her head was what? What does that mean? Your head's in
She
another
could have been
place
loving him
because
right.
men may not be able to receive that. I don't. That
All
doesn't.
right.
What do you mean?
Let
It's
me
in
wind
another.
it back. Let me wind back my fishing pole, right? And
Like you
then
were
I'm gonna
decapitated. I don't
recast.
understand.
I'm gonna recast, okay? Maybe in their relationship, he was not missing any signs because there were no signs there. All right. Maybe she was actually loving him in a way that he needed to be loved, which is why he was so surprised by what he was hearing on the phone. All right. This could be a possibility. That's why he's like, oh my God, I'm going to tape this and tell all my family. Like, he didn't even talked to the woman. He just showed everybody else. It was really weird. But, like, it's possible that she was actually treating him right because he does want what she wants. But maybe her headspace was in another place because she actually was in love with a whole nother man. So we need to start giving ourselves way more breaks and actually come to a relationship prepared to date. And not just moving on so quickly to the next person because they're on our accord. Like, that's period, point blank. All right. So I just wanted to come up here and say that. So
No objections, Your Honor. No objections. Shit. Hold on. Who we got? Jay, what you got?
Nothing, man. I think there's nothing for me to add, like literally. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, just because I think y'all already said most of the points that need to be said. And
No, I love it.
It is with like I said, just with relationships. It's like I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real. I think everybody. No offense to y'all.
Okay, never mind, y'all. He has a point. Go ahead, Jay.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Like, I'm glad you're not trying to go in circle and say the same shit. Thank God, because I keep hearing that shit. That shit is getting repetitive as fuck, and I'm like, yeah, niggas not think to yourselves. But listen, ladies, can't really say nothing to y'all because y'all refuse to learn, and I guess it's gonna take y'all to get kicked in the face to really understand, or you need to be down, really, really down to the point where you have not massive depression, but like you really low on your luck to really know like who you picking and who you being around. But hey, that is what it is. There to the dudes, let me just get on y'all because I have to. Accountability.
As you should.
Dudes,
we talk to the men first. That's
no,
right.
I have to. I gotta be consistent. Dudes, don't be out there wasting a woman's time if you know what she wants, particularly. If y'all both down to smash, and that's what y'all should do. Simple enough. Don't go any further than that. If y'all both about wasting each other's time, walk the fuck away from each other. Simple enough. I know I said both on that line, but for the dudes, like, dude, If you with a girl that's trying to waste your time, walk the fuck away. Same shit. I'm gonna give you the same. I'm gonna give you the same credence I would give her. And if you walk around with some pride and some freaking, if you have some goddamn sense, then you know what to look for. Um, the problem is you're stuck with this rhetoric, fucking YouTube point in your head, and you haven't found what you're looking for because you're attract. I'm not saying you're attracting. You're actually walking into what you're attracted to. The difference is you're just gonna freaking play dumb and say they're not good when actually, nah, they're for you. Simple enough. And Marcus, my bad, Lamarcus Aldridge came in from the Trailblazers just now. Mystic Mac. Uh, he has a few things he wants to say. Marcus.
Nah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, real quick, briefly, when it comes to let's not defend whoredom, Marcus, we're so glad you're here because we all know that's your job, sir. Now, what we're gonna do is
I don't defend whoredom.
what we're gonna do is we'll let Marcus tap in. Okay, hold on, wait. Okay, so you like to go last. You like to. I already know your mo, big dog. I know your mo, big dog. Save the best for last. Save Mr. Best for last. There we go. That's your new motto. Rock out, Marco.
Polo.
You know it.
No, I just we can say the nice politically correct things and say it could be this, it could be that, but like what's wrong is wrong, is right. You know, I just think that you should just look at yourself, self-reflect in the mirror, and see what kind of pain you could be causing, or damage you could be, causing to a relationship and to a person. Regardless, I don't think we should be defending this kind of activity and, creating some type of scapegoat for it. We shouldn't do that. It's just my opinion on that.
Facts, Brody. I love it.
And just and I just want to say that just for the record, I wasn't defending anybody's behavior.
Well, I wasn't speaking on you, sweetheart.
Oh, cool. Then I will digress and mute my mic.
No, because I remember you said it it's just you said about a perspective. That's all I understood was the fact that you're just saying from a point of view. I heard your point.
Oh.
It's just there's other points in multiple variables as well. So it could be true, it could be not true. But usually when it comes to happen, the person who did wrong usually takes the person for granted too.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Smitty,
I
let me
will
ask
shut the
something.
hell up then.
Yeah, Mr. Solitude, let me ask something. I think it's gonna take people walking a mile in each other's shoes to really understand how much pain they're causing to each other, honestly. Because for me, what I would do, I would actually, hey guys, like I said, I'm all about like equal exchange. You get a bracelet, you put each one of it, you put, like I said, you put it on each one of the couple pairing. Whatever she feels, you feel. Whatever he feels, you get to welcome. Whatever he feels, you get to feel. And then to me, only when you've really experienced each other's pain and knowing that you're both the cause of it, will y'all motherfuckers actually have an understanding or actually even come away with some consensus. Because trust me, when you walk on each other's shoes, that shit does change people. Now, granted, I don't think there's a device like that, but I've seen that. I've seen people actually realize, like, wow, I was doing this to this man this whole time. I'm like, yeah, you were. And yeah, you were, nigga. Like, you were on some shit. Well, go ahead, brother. I know you wanted to say something.
I think it's so. Nah. We gotta give save Mr. Best for last the floor. It's his turn. Rock out, so what you got for us?
No, I already shared.
Oh, okay,
But,
okay.
we can get to the next video.
Rock out. Hey, so on this one right here, ladies and gentlemen, okay, so for our final video, and I just got a little sidebar question if we have enough time. So we're just gonna see how it works out. I always got enough planned for us. On this video right here, all I want to know from the fellas, okay, from the panel to the chat, if you were him, what would you do? Rock out, so.
Hello?
He's getting it together. Just give him a second. If you want to say something, go ahead, rock out. You know what it is once that sideshow pull up.
No, I just if that would happen, she was never mine in the first place. She was just one with the streets. So you want to act like you're one with the streets, to the streets you shall return. So
Agreed.
yeah, that was it.
Wow,
I'll
you
just take,
named that shit
you know,
like an old Buddhist ritual. One with the streets and shit. Okay, rock out. Okay,
yeah. No,
we
just
got that shit from an anime.
no, no. I just, I want to have any future with her. I can't have any future with a person like that anymore. So you lose my respect out of everything, and I don't look at you the same. I just look at you as community property, like a community park. Everyone's taking a ride on it once. So yeah, other than that, just take the stuff out, move all her stuff, and if she has her stuff at my place at least, right? And if I have my stuff at her place, then I'd definitely take my stuff out and get out.
Nah, respect. Okay, now I love it.
Yeah. Shout out to Marcus Albridge. Shout out to him.
All right, y'all. Let's rock out. Roll it.
So she drove my car to your house for real, bro?
All the way to Killeen, nigga.
Wow. Why would you do that? Why would you drive my car?
About twice so far.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, about twice.
She drove my car twice?
Yep. Shit, I don't know if you seen my phone in the Bluetooth shit, that ABM Ali shit. That's my shit.
Huh?
Said I connected my phone to the Bluetooth and everything. That ABM Ali, that was on the Bluetooth. That was my shit.
You bold. So she drove my car to your house for real, bro?
All the way to Killeen, nigga.
Wow. Why would you do that?
All
I
right.
need more context. All I
So
know is that she drove his
apparently,
car.
again, what I want to know first and foremost, I'll just tip this off. Before you even gave her the keys and she was leaving, you ain't seen no signs that she could do that type of shit, my nigga, before she left? You ain't seen nothing. You saw nothing. There was nothing that struck your mind that she would do that. You're real deal on the phone with this nigga looking goofy than a bitch. Talking about some, wow. What you mean, wow, nigga? Wow. How could you give her the keys and you didn't see it? What you mean, wow? I'm like, on that part, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is not something I'm gonna look at because you know what? Let's just say she is a fucked up ass broad. Let's just say for the kicks of shit, this is a full-fledged hoe and everything else, and she's what folks in only the internet space would call a modern woman. I never hear it in real life, but I'm just saying all of these things. Okay, cool. I don't got no time to look at nothing she did. There are so many questions with this nigga right here. Bruh, what was going on that you didn't see that? You really trying to tell me that whatever took place with her and that nigga right there, you ain't never had no questions before that day? I'm not trying to hear that shit. And the only reason why I'm saying is, see, this is not to like get on my fellas. Absolutely not. Huge advocate for my man. That's why I carry myself the way I do. I try my best to show it even through my actions, right? But my point is that I'm saying this more so on a like, we got to get our shit together. Like, that's embarrassing. That's ridiculous. And I don't know. Hold on. He was holding. So Was it a third person, or did he have one hand with the phone and another hand like this with the other? I don't know. I don't know who was recording, but I'm just saying, as far as like even down to that, a man knows never to show the kinks in his armor. When you show the kinks in your armor in this modern day society that we're in, it's doing little dumb retarded ass big wild geeking shit like that right there. When you post yourself talking to another man who has his GPS location in your shit, and your woman is driving your car, that doesn't make her look fucked up. It makes you look weak. Bruh, you look weak as a bitch. That's what that does. So when it comes to, you know, whether or not she's messed up or not, I don't know, she probably is. I don't know. I don't know the woman. But I'll tell you this much. How you let that happen, bruh? If I was his right hand man, and we in that moment, we just having a drink, we sitting down, chilling, whatever it is. Salute, I see you, Brody. I'm real deal. I'm gonna ask that question, bruh. How you ain't see that beforehand? How did you not see that? So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. You know what I'm saying? We got the brother JT in the building. Salute to the brother JT. JT, hey, look, bro, drop your channel down in the chat, Brody. You guys go over there and subscribe to my brother's channel. Very, very knowledgeable and entertaining brother. All right, him and Rob be over there doing the damn thing. So other than that, I digress. My mic is muted. Go ahead, you right there, JT. Get the floor. Then we just gonna go down the line from there.
For sure. First and foremost, bro, I wouldn't be sitting on no phone. What up, bro? I wouldn't be sitting there on no phone talking to no dude. Once I known that she already didn't cheated, man. What else we got to talk about? I don't need the details to it. You dig? Only thing I need to do is get her to get her stuff and get up out of there. But when I see how my man was moving, it goes to what you were saying earlier. That nigga was settling. He knew what the fuck it was with her. It ain't like she just now started showing those moves and stuff like that, man. So, I mean, at the end of the day, ain't too much more that he could be saying. I'm just saying, I'm just that dude. The way I move, me and that cat ain't gonna be sitting there talking about shit. He ain't gonna be giving me details of shit. All I needed to know, oh, she was over there at your, all right, then. I hang up with him. We ain't about to go with the wow and all that shit, all that reacting and all that shit. Fuck that. Get you out my motherfucking AO. That's it, man. I can end it from there, for sure.
Nah, man. Respect to that. Jay, what you got? And then we're gonna go to Gracie, and then we're gonna go down the line from there.
A pain that speaks the truth. It's always cruel. I won't lie. But hey, listen, that's what my man JT said. Like I said, shout out to there being two JTs over here, Jay Takashi and JT. That's what's up. I like that. Listen, I gotta be rude. This whole guy,
I'm a junior if that counts. I don't know if that counts. I'm a junior.
You're a junior. No,
rock out, brother. Rock out.
That counts. But like, no, but all straightness, this bro gotta get his shit out of my house. I don't give a fuck. Trust me, because when you cheat on me, trust me, you not even for the streets, you for the dogs and for the junkyard. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw your shit the fuck out. You get all this shit out, and you ain't coming back the fuck in. And that's how the hell I roll. And guess what? If you don't leave willingly, I have my sister come deal with your ass. So you can get the fuck out peacefully, or My sister could body suplex your ass out. So don't. So like I said, if you try to come back, the doors will be locked. And if you break into my house, I'm calling the cops. So yes, by all means, get the hell out. Like I said, I no longer care about you. That's easy how it is to detach you from me. Just when you do that, I'm like, okay, get rid of the bitch. Simple enough. I can turn just like that. And also, dude, I'm not gonna be there just sitting there talking to the cat. And just like, dude, I wouldn't be on the phone like that. That would have been like, I'm taking care of this shit right now. And then afterwards, I'm about to go have me a shot of something. And then, hey man, try to relax. That's all it's gonna be. But that's my answer to that.
Okay. All right. Tika, it's on you. No. Wait. Gracie. I'm sorry. Gracie, then Tika, Marcus down the line. Boom. Ferg, Uncle Ferg, we see you in the building. Salute to you, my elder. Rock out, Gracie. You got it, twin.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna say is give a shout out to JT. That show was off the chain on Wednesday. That was amazing. So, the first thing I want to say is that these girls don't know how to move anymore, because I don't know about y'all, but I didn't get caught too many times. You know, I wasn't a cheat. I've cheated before, but I ain't never got caught and held a whole 2-year relationship with somebody else while I was in a relationship with somebody else. So these girls are stupid, because if you drive your car, the GPS, they're not covering their tracks right. You know, and I wish I was like you men sometimes. The fact that you guys can just
Are
say,
you
get the
teaching
fuck
women
out.
how to do the wrong thing?
No, I'm not. I'm just
Noted.
Rock out, twin. Rock out.
I'm just
trying to sound
saying
like
that
Bill Belichick. This sounds like
they
Bill
getting
Belichick.
sloppy. They getting messy. You know, we're supposed to be known as being the better ones, and from the show of this video, they slipping right now. you know. But the thing is, sometimes I really wish I could be like y'all men who can detach yourself in a heartbeat like that, because it's amazing that you guys can do that. Whereas a woman will forgive and will take the man back. But I get it. You guys are wired differently, and it's different. But to me, this man seemed weak. One, for him to be showing it on social media. Okay. Two, to keep having a conversation with this man and asking the same questions over and over again. The dude had already told you. Why are you still harping on it? And by the way, guys, you cannot change your locks on me and just put me out. I know the law. If I've established residency at your house, you will have to evict me, and the process takes 45 days. So I know my laws. I know. So it is not that easy for y'all. Needless to say, you can make my life miserable while I'm living with you, but you can't just put me out like that. That's why I make sure my mail gets forwarded. My mail will get there before I get there.
Yeah.
So that's a little side note for y'all men too. If a woman tries to put you out and you have mail getting there, you have established residency, and she cannot put you out, even if you're not on the lease, because she will have to go through the eviction process. But anyway,
True.
I just think that social media tells too much of our business. We don't deal with conflict resolution again. And if she didn't want to be with the man anymore, and if she was going to get this sloppy, because we all know that men don't forgive. So that's me. I sometimes think maybe that's a way of a woman breaking up with a guy. They just don't have the nerve to break up with them, or don't want to have the guilt, want to walk. And they'll do that knowing that that'll be the end of the relationship. But as far as the video, to me, it was unnecessary. You know, the person that you should be talking to is the person that you have the problem with, not the outside person. You got your information. Okay, hang up. Now do what you got to do. So with that being said, if you're not happy with the person, just leave. Just talk about it. And like somebody else on the panel was saying, we don't have those real discussions. We don't have those necessary discussions at the beginning. We always want to try to have those discussions when it's too late or when it gets messy. You know, how the hell are you going to be with somebody and you don't know their style of parenting, and now you got kids and y'all fighting over how you're going to raise the child. That should have been established at the beginning, not in the middle of the game, because you can't change the rules in the middle of the game sometimes, you know. But with that being said, I feel bad for the dude. He's going to be scarred for a minute, because the fact that he didn't even see the signs, again, that's a man that's not in tune with his woman. A man that doesn't know his woman's patterns, doesn't know how she moves. Because a man that's really interested in a woman and knows what's going on in his household as the head of household, you know, you're the captain of the ship. And if you don't know what your crew's doing, then you may be the problem. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted.
All right, respect. All right. Top flight. T, it's on you. Sis. It's on you. What you got for us? Marcus, you next.
All right. So firstly, I want to say that the woman was clearly wrong, right? Cheating is wrong on any accord, and you deserve to get left. And I will advocate for that any day and time. However, I just have to agree with Grace. Like, I just want to point out a couple of things, right? First off, the dude was wilding for taping it. All right. We are getting way too sloppy. I'm watching this video. We talked about something the other day where they got chicks calling in their woman's phone. I mean, we getting too sloppy with it, right? Then I have to just point out, like, the one side dude, he is breaking the side dude code. All right. Why you telling us? Yo, you telling this dude everything, man. All right. I thought we had a little bit. Look at the guys. They tight. I thought we had a little bit of a little bit of a thing going on, man. You know, everybody know you. If you're a real man, you don't kiss and tell. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So Shorty was wilding in all accords. You know, cheating first off. You know what I mean? Driving a new car, she ain't fill up the tank. That's how he found out. And then on top of that, you know, the side dude is talking too much. She's wilding. But that's all I have, though.
Okay. Who we got? Marco.
Polo.
My man. Rock out.
No, I agree. Like, I think if you're going to be intentional with the person, just go the whole full way. Like, be honest, talk about it. Because I think just like these kind of lackluster, unintentional relationships, just stay single. If you want to have fun and do your thing, stay single. Don't take somebody for a journey where you know it's going to be nothing but bumps. And I know I get it. Relationships are already tough as it is, but if you're going to crash and burn and do stuff like this, no. And then go on social media, like, for you to blast it out like that. Like, a lot of these people, they don't really care. They just want to be entertained. Like, it's like gossip. It's like gossip. You're going to post this online to people that you don't even honestly have a genuine conversation with. Like, do these people actually call you when you're down? Do you actually hang out with these people when you're going through your low life moments? Not just the good times. Like, it's not like kind of like these panels where we're actually talking and being genuine with each other. Like, even then, it's like, it's tough to sometimes cast out those who are actually the genuine people. Like, you're not meant to have a lot of friends. You're not meant to, honestly. It's only a few people you actually get to get close with. And, I keep my circle small for the most part in real life. It's worked out for me so much so far. I may have acquaintances here and there, but for you to just gossip like that on social media is not going to help you. It's just going to hurt you more. This is coming from my opinion, it's like, talk to like your brothers, like, and if you don't have blood brothers, the ones that you actually do, that you vetted for years, if you have sisters that are honestly will hold your feet to the fire, not just when you want, when you're wrong, but also like, hey, like, are you gonna actually give me some substance? Are you actually gonna actually sit down with me and talk? Forget all the bullshit and stuff like that. Like, talk, have these kind of conversations with people like that.
Okay, cool. Hey, thank you for that, Marco. Rock out. Uncle Ferg. Uncle Ferg,
What's
you
up?
there, Ferg?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, Smitty?
I mean, what? Talk to me, not about me.
Oh, what's
Rock
up,
out, Uncle
everybody? How
Ferg.
you doing, Miss Grace, JT, my man, Wild Ass Wednesdays, everybody else, Marco. What is that, Jay? What's up, man? Who's that? Oh man, I forgot. I can't see. You know, I got glasses, but I'm still old. Mr. Soapbox, who
Just
is that
say
else?
hi,
Queen.
hi everybody.
All
Hey
right. So hi
everybody.
everybody. So you know,
There you go on. There you go on.
all
There you
right.
go. There you go.
So listen, I'm gonna say this. Both women were right in reference to the behaviors and everything, how everybody's just getting sloppy as hell. But hell, you can look and see how people dress and see that their life is sloppy as shit. I'll just say this and to add a little something
Whoa.
to.
Real quick. Uncle Ferg.
I'm sorry.
No, just real quick. I'm gonna let you rock out. Not with niggas. I know some niggas who be fly than a bitch leaving the house. You go back to
Yeah.
the crib. I'm Uncle Ferg. Not with us. Not
No,
with us.
no.
I just wanted
Well,
to throw that out there. Rock
no,
out.
no. But that's with both men. That's with both men and women in that capacity. A lot of us floss like we got our life all together. We come out with all the name gear, knockoff shit. But then when you go to their private sections, that shit is like somebody done sent a fucking tornado or a hurricane through there. So yeah, we front on the outside with the gear and the drip, as y'all call it. But you know, I would like to know, just based on what we see as far as economically in America and society, how all these fucking rents are damn near $2,000, $3,000 for 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom apartment. And we can see everybody ain't going to work. So a lot of this income that people say they making, that shit is fake as hell. So, and there are people, men and women, that are like hobosexuals. Her behavior was already there. He chose to allow this woman into his space, and she just kept doing what she was doing. That and Grace said, if you that out of tune with a woman, why would you have a woman anyway? You're not doing that much unless he's working 15, 16 hours. But if your woman is on your accord, she's already in a time space with you, meaning you don't have to go look for her. You don't have to go look for your woman if she's your woman. And if you that dude, she'll know where to find you. So it just amazed me how, you know, we gotta look at shit. It could be a homosexual her. A lot of these women ain't got nowhere to go, so they're just gonna take that next option to get in for the winter. Now this get ready to turn spring, all that shit get ready to blow up. Same as a dude too. Everybody lay over in the wintertime. You know, you gotta look at all of that, and now it's ready to change. It's gonna be a lot more people trying to shack up and still sneak around. It's gonna be a lot more people getting caught up, and a lot of people that are in these situations, they become unhinged, they become unstable. So be careful. You know what I'm saying? And first, and this is my last thing. A lot of times, black people, we lead with our dicks and our vaginas too much. Instead of, why not take the first 90 days, 6 months to get to know somebody? We move in with somebody playing house and shit, and that shit's backwards anyway. And then when this shit blow up, how could they do that? Shit, why would you commit to that? Even if you even if you having sex, cover it up. But no, we go bust up in the club, knowing that she's chaotic, her closet's messy, but you give her a baby, so your baby gonna be messy too. Just like a woman with a man. If he's living that chaotic life, you don't have his shit in order, then y'all relationship gonna be chaotic. Y'all have a child, the child is gonna just repeat the cycle because none of y'all gonna be invested in the child. It's gonna be what somebody did to me. So I don't know, man. We gotta get better because this shit out here is ridiculous.
Hey, so in a nutshell, for those who are like Uncle Ferg, that was too intelligent, talk to me like a fourth grader. Okay, so for those of you, I'm just going to translate. Fellas, stop thinking with your third leg. Ladies, stop thinking with your second pair of lips. I digress, my mic is muted. So, rock out.
That was beautiful, man.
Don't be misled by the little head.
I'm gonna keep this as simple as I can.
Or the other mouth. Or the other mouth.
I'm gonna keep it as simple as I can because that's what I do. Number one, charge it to the game, as I always say. Number two, you know what I'm saying? Watch who you lay with, watch who you stay with. Number three, anybody can be deceived because deception is a word in the dictionary. And last but not least, protect yourself at all times. And that's all I gotta say. That's it.
Also to add to that, seduction is a con job. I just want to let y'all know that. Something you gotta look out for.
Mm.
Wait, what was that? What did you just say, Jay?
I said seduction is a con job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I like to be seduced though. So
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah.
hey.
No. All right. So listen, seduction in itself, honestly, I look at is, I would say the
That's a show right there.
seduction is the pre-art of foreplay. Boom.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. I like seduction.
Speak it, twin. Speak it, Scorpio.
No, real shit. So like seduction being the pre-art of, foreplay, right? And shit. My point is, when it comes to the whole seduction thing, before the peacock mates, what does it do? It raises its feathers and it makes sure that it can attract the best mate, right? We have birds that will dance around and they eyes look blue and they start glowing and shit. We have all kinds of ways that, the seduction part, that's like the prequel. That's like before we get to like the real story, which is when we get there, you see? So I just wanted to throw that little piece in there. Rock out. Floor's open.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like how you seduce somebody with a good looking plate. You know what I mean? When the restaurants, they make everything look, that's seduction. They make it all look good. So
facts.
Yeah. Now it can be used as someone that's trying to they using it for evil. No doubt about it. But it is what it is. When you're talking, you don't have to really advertise sex. It's like cocaine. You don't ever have to have a commercial for it. It sells itself.
Hey, bruh. No. You are so right on that, because even us out here that's really in the streets, we even say that in the sense of the only thing that you can brag about when you got like that girl, or you got like, you know what I'm saying, that dope, as in like hair on, you know what I'm saying, is the amount of time you were able to evade federales. That's all you can brag on, because the drug itself sells itself.
Yeah.
You are not something special because you had some fish scale, my nigga. It's
right.
Fish scale. It's gonna leave. That's out the door.
Whether it's in
all
your hands or somebody else's hands.
2 to 3 people from around the way to get that taste test, spread word. That's it. Just sit back and just make sure that you guard the door.
As a matter of fact,
you ain't lying about that. You ain't lying about that part.
Advertise if you want to. Tell somebody that you got a Kia Coke. Advertise if you want to. Tell somebody your wife can give great head. Watch what happens.
What? Hey, listen. I actually was talking about that. So a homegirl of mine, I'm not gonna say her name, she used to do a whole lot of talk about, this nigga here. She used to do a whole lot of talk about like we would be in like, all right, so we were all like mutual friends around the way. And she would, while we're all talking, so it was like, a couple homegirls from around the way, of course, some fellas, and the old school, type of shit at the basketball court and shit. And she would always love to come out and be like, yeah, so my such and such got big, and he blah, 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 and all this other stuff. And it's like, now, so mind you, the reason why I'm saying this because I was that friend around the way that I was always somehow or another the fucking peer mediator. I always had to be the peer mediator. Everybody wanted to call me on three-way, and it was my friends who was couples and shit. No, Smitty, no, listen, because no, I'm gonna tell you what he did. No, shut up. I gotta say something first, Smitty. And it's like, no, can y'all both shut up? Let me just ask some questions, slow down. She will always brag about how much this dude had this and had that. And you know what happened? You know what happened? He wound up cheating on her with two chicks and had a baby with one of the other ones, the third one.
Yeah.
Why? Because she continuously told every woman in the neighborhood how big, juicy, and awesome and all this other shit. And us as dudes, we sitting there like, could you shut the fuck up, please? But she just had, you know, depending on what we were talking about, she just had to throw in how massively awesome her man is. And guess what happened? She lost the nigga, and they are no longer together. And I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Smitty, you're absolutely right. Because my mama always told me never tell another woman how good your man is in bed. Because curiosity killed the cat, and satisfaction will bring it back. But what I wanted to say is that we living in a microwave society. It's just slam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Netflix and chill. There's no more, let's say, courting when it comes to the love making. It starts early in the morning. You set it up early in the morning to come home to it. You
3:04
know,
a.m. to be exact, Gracie. 3:04 a.m. Your mouth better be open because I'm ready to go. All right, rock out. Sorry. I'm sorry.
alrighty then.
I'm sorry.
You know, like women need to do things like, if I know my man is going out with the boys that night, I'm gonna get him off before he leaves. So if some chick try to blow him off, he could just think, man, I just got off of some.
Really? Hold on.
You know?
Whoa,
And then
you
when he
just
comes
opened the
home,
door.
and then when he
Are you
comes
serious?
home, you do it again. You know, you gotta constantly keep reminding and giving it to each other. I'm not just gonna talk about down on my women too, but the man too. You gotta I don't know about y'all. I'm a Scorpio, and my whole vibration is on a whole different level. And if you don't get me there with that, everything else is irrelevant, because I'm about intimacy. It's not just about the intercourse. It's about the conversation. It's about the food presentation. It's about how you set it up for the day, the nasty texts at work. You know, and that's got to be a constant thing, or it's going to get boring. Somebody else is the work husband or the work wife is going to sound better. And that's what we don't do. We don't work at our relationships. We rather start something new than to work at what we already have. Why put up with new bullshit when you could, and you're already familiar with the bullshit you're dealing with? Just spice it up. Do different things. But people make themselves boring and
All right, hold on.
claim.
Gracie.
Go ahead.
I guess I'm gonna want to add to that.
I want you. Bet. I got you, Jay, real quick. I have to ask the ladies on the panel this question. Okay, so we're going to play scenario. I love to play scenario. So here we go. Okay, Tika, I want you to answer first. Gracie, and I want you to answer as well. Okay, so this is the scenario. All right. If I was your man, hypothetically speaking, right? Like on some real shit. Like, let's just say I'm getting ready to go out with my homeboys. It's the Super Bowl party. You ain't into the game and shit. You can ready to just stay at the house with the kids, or you just gonna be in the house, you know, say we don't have no kids, we just dating. And I come to you while I'm out of the shower and I'm getting dressed, and I'm like, babe, come here. And you're like, huh? And you come in the room and I'm like, hey, real quick. And I'm laying on the bed, I'm like, let me get some hair real quick, just so I ain't tempted while I'm out and shit, because, you know, I'd rather get it from you instead of getting drunk later and, you know, slipping up. Response. Tika, Gracie, rock out.
Go ahead,
Well,
Tika. You
first
you
off-
got this one first. People that know me already know what I'm going to say.
Okay. First off, I just want to say that what you said in all of its entirety, turn off. All right. You're telling me that you might slip up. We're going to have a conversation about this. It's going to ruin the whole mood. Don't say that shit. All right. But again, I mean, I'm definitely going, I mean, what will be the problem with doing that? I mean, I am a grown woman. So I'm always down for pleasing. But that whole entire speech about possibly cheating, I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on at these games? We're gonna have a discussion about that. Like, I don't know. It's kind of wild.
Tika, he not gonna even have to tell me that explanation, just because by me just seeing him laying in the bed, what's understood doesn't have to be explained.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Smitty won't even get that far to telling me all that, because I already know what he's asking for. And if he's asking for it, just do it. If that's your man, you know, ladies.
Yeah, it's not like he gonna have to get his mouth full too, you know. But anyways, I'm done with that. You know, I'm done.
And by the way, Smitty, I'm a sports chick, so I'm dressing up and going to the game with you. Sorry about that, bro.
No, you're not.
So
No, you're not. No, you're not. We've done the
We're-
last 3 Sundays together, damn it. I've made tacos and finger food. I want
That's
this
Super
moment.
Bowl.
I need to get
Okay,
the
so I'm
fuck
going to
away
my own Super
from
Bowl
the
party
house,
then.
and I need
I'm going
you
to my
to
own
stay
Super Bowl
home.
party. No,
You're not gonna follow
not
me.
Super Bowl.
You're
Okay,
not
but
gonna
then
follow me.
I have my own Super Bowl party to go to then. You knew from the
No, you
beginning I'm a
don't.
sport.
No, you don't. No,
Yeah,
you
everybody
don't.
know
You
ours
just
gets
saying that
crazier
shit.
anyways.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You just saying that shit because you want to get back at me. I ain't stupid, woman.
You don't know.
No,
You
don't.
don't know that
You
I'm a
ain't got
sports
nowhere to
chick.
go.
I watch the Jets, my Knicks, my New York Yankees. Come on, man. My Florida
Are any
Gators.
niggas gonna be at this party?
Of course, any females are going to be at your
You
party.
can't go. No, yeah. That's my homeboy's
He
girl.
literally just said it was.
That's all my boys' girl. Like that ain't. I'm not dating them. My boys dating them. Yeah, that girl gonna be there. What?
It's Super Bowl, Smitty. You can't keep me home on Super Bowl. If it was a regular game, okay. But it's Super Bowl, sir. Okay? So I would have gave up I would have gave up the 3 Sundays and got the 1 Sunday with you for Super Bowl, sir. And I'm bringing my famous 7-layer dip.
You know what?
My
That would've been a
7-layer
deal.
dip.
That would have been a deal. I'd have done that shit. I'd have shook on it and everything. I swear on life, we'd have done a secret handshake and all that shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, she rocking with
You
me.
could have the first 3 Sundays, but we going to Super Bowl together, you know, and I'm bringing my famous 7-layer dip. And we're going to get buzzed, and we're going to smoke, and we're going to have fun, and we're going to come home and have our own Super Bowl. You know?
And so in that demonstration right there, ladies and gentlemen, purposely what I wanted to do was kind of throw out there naturally, not real shit, throw out there naturally. Nah, you can't go. If a woman is really down with you, look at the excuses or whatever they have to say. That woman's going to make sure that she's in your presence.
Right.
When that woman
I can't
really
say that
wants
that's
to
true. I can't say that's true. And I was actually about to say something else.
Well, we
So
can
listen,
go there
so
if
this
you
is why
want
it's
to.
not true. You said if she's down with you, she would go with you.
Okay, one more time. The woman, see, that's what happens when I have 82 words to say and you only listen to 17 and think you read the whole book. Now,
I wrote it. Go ahead.
Fine.
Signature in the back.
Look, stop. So, fuck, man. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to, you know, like, if we're going to be doing that, honestly, Gracie, that's more of a, however I choose to move. I'm asking these questions because I was rudely interrupted. I'm asking these questions because I want to see, like, just in little ways. It's little small things. Yes. Now, women will say all day in the paint, I can't stand a man who be trying to test me. What the fuck don't you have to qualify for that isn't worth qualifying for? Do you not have to take a test in order to graduate? Do you not have to take a test for your SATs? Do you not have to take a test, you know what I'm saying, for your law degree? Do you not have to take a test for doctor or whatever? I'm trying to think, what on planet Earth do you do that you can consider yourself qualified for that you don't have to take a test for? And so my point is, I will ask certain questions. I will do little things just to see, okay, let me see where you had at. Shit. Oh, wow. She passed with flying colors. But there have also been times where I've seen, man, you fell miserably. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That little shit right there, that really just showed me something. Okay, cool. Nah, don't worry about nothing. Everything's cool. Nope, we're good. All of that. It's no hard feelings or anything. But I'm gonna tell you right now, like, men do these things. Why? To land it. Because you see, the only type of men that really do these things in a very strategic way are the men that really have something to lose. More importantly, these are also the men that have come very, very close to losing it all. And even more importantly, it just might be the man who lost it all twice over. And they like, not again.
Hold on. Grace and Smitty, back chat.
I saw it.
I got it, so rock out. Go on, nigga. Yeah, have a good one. I got it. I got us. So yeah, that's exactly what that would be more than anything, right? Okay. Men have very much so a way of, because see, it's in us innately, just like it's in women innately to, in some form of fashion, be nurturing. Women may not have a child, but what do we say they have? Sun puppies and shit. Now we see little, toy terriers going down the street in the summertime and fucking children stroller baskets. Okay, because it's in them to be nurturing. It's in a man to actually, want to protect and provide. And that comes in so many different ways, more than anybody knows. So many different ways that comes in. But we're gonna open the floor up. Anybody got anything on that? Thoughts so far? I digress. My mic is muted.
I was just gonna say, the only thing you have to do is just put her ass to sleep. But
Literally.
yeah, when we talk about going out and stuff like that, I think any woman that's with me, they already know what it is when it comes down to like outings and stuff like that. Because most of the time, I'll be going with my woman about we go movies, concerts, trips. Most of the times I'm gonna be going with her. But when it comes down to Super Bowl, that's that's probably the one. And normally, I don't know too many women that'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the Super Bowl with you, knowing that I'm gonna be going, and it's just gonna be me and my homies. Now we going to like a party that's unisex and shit like that, or we going to a bar or something like that. Of course, it's not even, I ain't tripping off of that. I don't never trip off that because it's a lot of shit. I don't go by myself anyway, when it comes down to.
Hey, but you know something though, JT? It's funny you say that. And while we're all up here real quick, okay? I was talking to somebody about this. And I was actually amazed, because, I get a chance to just have discussions with women, just random discussions. And I was shocked at how many women say they've either haven't had an orgasm in years and or have never had one. So when you say put her to sleep, the only reason why I'm breaking, because when you say put her to sleep, I'm saying to myself, I hear that often now. Out of all of my experiences, like I was in a relationship for 12 and a half years.
Damn, bro.
I would say, oh yeah. I would say I do remember well over more than a handful of times. I knew that she finished because, them inner thighs get to vibrating like a cell phone on no sound. It's a lot of other things that take place. They get to grabbing on you real hard. They kind of grab you, push you. It's real weird because they can't make their mind up and shit.
Smitty.
But anyway, I'm just saying.
Smitty. Can we back up? Look, can we back up out of your story? No, let's back up out of it. You done gave enough.
So all
You done
I'm
gave
saying
enough,
is,
man.
right? So all I'm saying is, I've experienced that and stuff. So like, the thing is though, I was shocked at how many women say that they don't. So when you say put them to sleep, what I noticed is actually that I didn't know was just as big of a problem in relationships as financial. Is actual sex, and it's not the actual like the man's part. A lot of times the sexual non-gratification in a relationship sexually, from what I've been hearing, is a woman not being able to finish.
This nigga still on it. Smitty, stop.
What?
Stop.
I'm just
Stop.
saying.
Stop. No, stop. No.
I don't understand.
Can I just comment on
I forgot
what
you
Grace
was the
was saying?
oldest 15-year-old in the world. My bad. I thought we was all adults. I thought we was all adults.
No. Listen, man.
Okay.
You can tell your story, but I'm just saying, man. No, listen, man. I don't need no graphic stories in a sense like that. I'll just say this in what Grace was saying, and I
ain't
totally
say
agree
nothing
with her.
about squirting
Look,
or anything else. Come on now.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Oh my God! Listen, fellas. I don't know if y'all ever want to get married. You got a woman that's your ride or die, however you look at her. Listen, she ain't got to go with you on no other game weekend to watch the game. But the Super Bowl, y'all got to understand, the Super Bowl is a family event. Women who don't even watch sports watch the damn Super Bowl, wear their favorite team's jersey. So, and I don't know how y'all feel. Shit, if I say I'm going to a Super Bowl party and my wife don't want to go, oh goddamn it, I want to see why your ass don't want to go. Because the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl for everybody. This was the most watched TV show in the history of TV on the Super Bowl this past year. So goddamn it, everybody going to the Super Bowl. It was people having Super Bowl parties like a damn kid party. Had kids there, grandmama, everybody. So your ass is going, goddamn it, do your hair, put on your best smelling perfume, put on your best pair of jeans, goddamn it, you out. That's all I gotta say. And Smitty, I don't want to have sex with your woman tonight. I don't want to do it.
No, I don't understand. No. Real shit. Fuck that shit. Can I get a show of hands? Was I really graphic?
Yeah, you was graphic, but I got what you were saying.
Oh man,
I got what you were saying.
I'm so glad I didn't say what I really wanted to say.
No, but
You was graphic, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, but I have an answer to it. I have an answer to it. It is because sex starts with the mind. That's the thing. And so a lot of
imagination.
So a lot of times you have to have that conversation with them, man. That's the only thing I can tell you, because I don't know every goddamn woman. All I know is, for the most part, when I put it down, I put it down. That's just what it is. I'm old now. So I've been, I've had more than 3 people, more than 3 women that I had sex with. So I pretty much know, what it is with me, but I don't understand it at all when it comes down to the mental state of it. It could be you, it could be her past, it could be all kind of shit. You have to talk with that woman.
No, these women, no. These women are basically saying like they're just not hitting the spot.
Well, a lot of the
this
times
is just the in the bed thing. It ain't. I don't hear too much like talk as far as like, yeah, because when they do it to me, I think about when I went through this. Like, I don't know. It's just really like, all right. So listen. So I hear shit like this. I hear some women say to me, they'll say, I can't have I can't finish through penetration. It has to be through oral. Some women say shit like that, or vice versa. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's wild how, like, that's all I'm saying. So all I'm saying is this: it's a lot of dudes. It's a lot of dudes that don't realize possibly how long you've been with your lady and you never made her do the damn thing. Have we not learned from DJ Envy? Hello.
Well, look, this is the thing. It's elementary to have
Fuck
sex.
DJ
It's not
Henry.
like you got to go to a goddamn, it's every human being pretty much can have sex. Now, if you want to do all the extras and all of that shit, the thing is this. A lot of times that you would have women that's complaining about not being able to have orgasm and things like that, it is from the mental state. And we don't know. I'm not a sex therapist.
Psychologist.
I'm not a motherfucker right. I'm not a psychologist. All I know is that when it comes down to that thing that's natural, and if you take the natural part out of it, it can fuck you up. Too much porn, you using toys, you having sex with too many goddamn
I
partners.
spoke about
It's
that,
a
the
whole bunch of
toys.
shit that can happen, but we don't know. That's why when it comes down to it, when you end, I just had a show, Embrace. Did we tear that motherfucker up? We had a show kind of like what we was talking about with this. I don't want to go into detail, but it is a mental thing. It is a mental thing. Huh? I didn't hear you.
I said you just tearing up everything, but it really was a joke. It was supposed to like fly by.
Oh, you said
my bad.
my bad. I didn't catch on to it, but I got you. But I mean, is it the couples thing? You know what I'm saying? It's just when you have couples, man, a lot of couples don't even go to sex therapy when they shit is fucked up. A lot of couples don't even talk about it with each other. And it's funny that you can have a whole bunch of people that can get on platforms. Now, I done seen it, just like what you was just saying. You have a whole bunch of women getting on platforms talking about they can't come. You like, well, wouldn't you be talking with your man about this shit? Wouldn't you be sitting on somebody's couch about this shit? It's kind of like that type of thing. So when we had that conversation, I'm telling you, yeah, it's so when we had that conversation, you have people. It's kind of like we overcorrect with this whole thing, this sexual thing. We kind of overcorrect. The society is what I'm talking about. It's not that damn complicated. We make it that damn complicated. First time I ever had sex, I was 12. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but I had sex.
You got me beat.
Was it good? And I had no business doing it, but was it good? I don't fucking know.
Nah, on some real shit at 12, like real, like, cause I've heard that.
I don't know. I don't know if it was good or not.
I just know. I got this real question. Like, you knew what you was doing?
No, that's what I just said.
Like, that's just wild.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know. Like, wasn't nobody talking about finishing and having and all these different things. That's what I'm saying. It's a natural thing. I still had sex. 14, 16. Now 16 was a little bit different. But you felt a little bit different once you start being in a relationship. Sex is a different type of thing. Most guys, when they have sex, they just out here pumping. Why you thinking so many dudes is out here having a whole bunch of goddamn babies? Because that way that they first started out having sex, that's how they're going to end up having sex. That's why you'll start having women that's having sex with a whole bunch of dudes, having sex with a bunch of women. What ended up happening with them? They can't come. They got all kind of confusions with it. Or they get married. They were over sex before they got married. So now what happened? The marriage is fucked up because the sex ain't really good. It's like that, but they never talk to each other about it. So how do people even know?
Inside of them. That's what I
Say that again.
At that point. I said not to be graphic. I would say they had one too many dicks inside of them, and they don't know which one.
It's not just women; it's men. This is the thing. Well, it's not just women; it's men too. And I would argue that it's more of a problem with men, but we won't speak on it. Women will speak more about their sexuality than men. The only thing you get out of man is him bragging on how much pussy he done got. That's basically what you'll get. You would never have a man getting up here talking about some, man, I experienced ED.
JT, I would say he's doing extra. I would say he's being very extra because
listen what I'm saying. You won't have a man talking about.
But you know what they did do it.
They would talk about another. They'll talk about a woman, but they won't talk about men having ED. 55, 60 years old having ED. A lot of it comes from, because if they start having a conversation, you have a whole bunch of dudes, right? Not doing a lot of bullshit to women. One of the things that I do know is that when a guy smokes cigarettes, when a guy takes drugs, if he drinks too much and he's having unprotected sex with a woman, that can affect her. It can affect her. This is the thing. So
and them damn children, them slow ass kids too, JT. Don't forget about
all
that.
all of it. So you have less men actually talking about the issues that they have when it comes down to sex. The problem is with men is when we get older, this is when you start having the issues. They would never.
JT?
Did he freeze? Is it just me? JT,
No,
I think
it's
you
not just
froze. If you can hear us, you froze. I'm gonna drop him down. Come back up, Brody. I'm gonna drop him back. Yeah, I'm gonna drop him down.
Yeah, put him back on. Cause I actually want to finish
Yeah.
this point because I gotta say something. Yeah, well, I like how we jumped from like 3-4 different subjects in the freaking in 5 minutes. Well, I'm screwed at 7 minutes. Shit. We went from you being graphic to Grace. No, we went from Gracie to say you can't let me into a Super Bowl party and nonsense, and then we went from this motherfucker being graphic, and then we went to this cat trying to explain stuff, and then Trey Ferg saying yo, you being graphic, bro. Seriously, it's crazy. We did all that in 7-minute period.
Yep.
I gotta give y'all credit. I gotta give y'all credit. Yeah, y'all good at changing the subject every 5 seconds.
So I just want to say this. I just want to say, put me in a fucking coma, all right? Because I ain't going to no Super Bowl party. I'm not going to no Super Bowl party. I don't like sports. I've never been, never seen.
There you go.
Listen, I ain't seen a Super Bowl party / game a day in my life.
There you go. Yeah.
I never put on
My
a
wife.
jersey, a flag, nothing. All right, I don't like sports. Video games, shit, all day. I like me a video
I'm
game.
not gonna lie. It
That's an
like
interesting woman.
hypothetically speaking, if you was my lady, you gonna go with me. Just because you said that. You gonna go. You gonna put your shit on, you going. I don't wanna hear nothing.
But you know what? JT was right because I'm
You don't
starting
have
to
to
date.
watch. You don't have to look at the screen, but you will go with me. Just because you said that. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out, Gracie.
JT is right because I have learned this in the past 2 years. I'm getting older. I can't date the younger guys anymore. So now I'm starting to date the older guys, and they move different. Testosterone levels are low. They go to the restroom more. They can go, but they can't go 2, 3, 4 rounds anymore. They need more time to recover. They may need 2 sandwiches instead of 1. So the things that JT was talking about is absolutely 100% true because I'm discovering new things. Thank God, I'm still good in that area, but now I have to adjust my moves because I'm dating older men and they move different from the 30-year-olds and things like that. So
you gotta adjust your checkerboard, Gracie.
Grace is right. She's right. I gotta say.
I mean, JT was on the money with that. We got to stop it and go use the restroom every 30, 40 minutes. I'm like, God damn. You got to check the prostate. But this is some serious thing. Men got to check their prostate. Their testosterone levels go down. You got to address these issues because then you don't want your woman to feeling some type of way. And it's nothing wrong with that. That's the human body. It gets old and you have to do different things to satisfy each other. What if it doesn't work anymore? You're going to walk away from your husband? Didn't you say for better or for worse? You got to figure things out. Then you better be a master at other things if it don't work no more. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't y'all listen to Bernie Mac?
What that mouth do? But I will say this, Gracie. I will say
Shut
this.
up, Smitty.
I'm just saying. Look, right?
They making a good point.
Okay, with that mouth. I'm just saying. So, fellas, there is some good news. All right, when we turn 50, from what I hear, word around town is it's no longer a blue glove and 2 fingers up your ass. Right? All right.
It's a blood
they got
test
little
now.
tubes. Yeah, stuff like that. I got you, big dog. I got you. I see
But
you.
y'all, will we say that this is the male version of hitting the wall?
Shit, hold on.
I
Would you
think we
say that,
picked it
Grace?
at the same time.
Yeah, you can say that.
Will we not say that this is the male version of hitting the wall?
That's
Because
hitting the
for some
wall.
reason, we're under the impression that men don't hit the wall, but we running into that shit all crazy. Like,
Yes,
is
because
this
they
not it?
just don't talk about it. Just like DT said, they don't talk about it and they suffer in silence. Fuck that. I'm taking my man to the doctor. Let's check your prostate. Let's check your
Facts, Grace.
testosterone level. Let's keep, you know, and another thing is that women don't realize, and I have talked about this on other shows, sex to man is a physical need. They need to ejaculate. If you don't use it, you lose it. So you cannot hold out on your man and then expect him to perform well, especially
Tracy,
if
I
they're
love you.
older. Especially if they're older. And this is why we have a lot of sexless marriages, and then we wonder why our men cheat on us, because we're not giving up the box. I'm taking my man once a year to get his health check his penis, to the urologist. What do we need, babe? We need testosterone levels. We need to drink some sea moss. We got to make it happen, because if you good, I'm good, we good. You see, but women are so selfish and so into themselves that they don't look at their partner. They rather go cheat.
Ain't trying to
like
figure all
the-
that shit out. Yeah.
You know, and
I agree with you,
about
Grace.
as women coming, I feel sorry for these women, because one, you better unpack your trauma. Okay, don't bring that shit to a relationship and then expect a man to fix you. And then
Thank you,
I'm
Grace.
tired of being around these women who are bitter because they need to blow one and blow a gasket because they're so angry and bitter and want to take shit out on you. I work with the public, and I'd be like, whoa, she's suffering from lackadicophobia, because man, you need to come. You need
I
to
say
come,
that
man.
all the time, Grace. I say that all the time.
You can tell. You can tell. I'm like, my dude can tell when I'm snappy. He's like, you need you some. Yup. I'm climbing the walls. Yup. I'm calling. What's good? You know, I'm not even I'm not even graceful about it. I need that dick. What's up? You know, but women wanna play with it. Come on, man. Come on. Stop. We're grown adults.
I got you covered.
Some men like
Roger
that
that.
shit, especially if that's your man. You're supposed to be a lady in the streets and a whore in the sheets. Oh, he gonna find another whore. So
That's a
trust me.
10-4.
That's I mean, I'm just
I
letting
ain't
y'all
gonna lie,
know.
Gracie's spitting facts. Gracie's spitting facts right now. That's crazy right now. Like, yo,
Because
you
it
gotta
happened
be-
to me, guys. I told my story last Tuesday. I lost my husband because I was not doing something he would have liked me to do, but I didn't get the fucking memo. If you would have communicated that with me, sent me an email smoke signal, it would have been an easy fix. Something.
Yeah.
Something. Slap it on my forehead. Do something. But he chose to go another route, and I swear to God, it will never happen to me again. I swear to God, we'll be in that Super Bowl party in your homeboy's bathroom getting a quickie. I'll tell you that much at halftime.
We got 10 more minutes, y'all. 10 more minutes. We almost at the 3:30 hour mark.
Okay.
Since I've lived that experience, what you all are talking about, being 55, well, just turned 56 on the 8th of this month. Shout out to all my Aquarius. When I was in my late 40s, you know, I've always had this consciousness to go get my prostate, because, you know, that's probably the one big thing that you hear on a commercial as far as men. So I'm like, okay, go do it. So I went and got it, you know, everything was all right. They said, okay. Then I had a follow up with a doctor. I think he was Indian. One of the first things he said, look, now that you're up in age, you got to make sure your wife is giving it to you good. That helps you. That helps you. That keeps your strength. I'm like, oh, okay. So now, since that time, you gonna know my hints, because I'm gonna roll over and you're gonna get that sword slapped on you. It's just gonna show up on you. You ain't gonna have to, just show up. And I'll drop little hints, you know. And I learned this, and I don't think a lot of guys understand this as far as the women is concerned. If you can have a gentle touch to a woman, just learn how to touch her on her body. Don't, you know, she may have her favorite spots, but that's what your hands are for, to find where them motherfuckers are. Then if you have a nice voice, you can get all in the get up behind her ear and just hum behind the damn ear, send some vibrations through her body, man, she gonna come before you even enter the thing. Then only thing you gotta do is fucking. Only thing you gotta do is crowbar that motherfucker all the way to the end. You ain't even gotta pump it. See, a lot of dudes just go in pump, pump, pump. No, hit that mother. If you ever work the crowbar, and JT, I know you was in the military. If you ever work the crowbar, if you rock that motherfucker like you trying to get the door open with the crowbar, that's gonna bust it wide open. So you just gotta learn little nuances.
You done got Uncle Trey off now.
But unfortunately, about a lot of us being young, we go into having sex, and that's the problem. And you hearing these women speak about they in their early 20s and they got 15, 16 bodies already. Even some dudes, because we gonna take it whenever we can get it. And that's the unfortunate thing, because a lot of these people don't learn their body, and the body changes. And when you start sleeping with a nigga, you done smoke 2 blunts and drink a fifth of Henny, all this going into your system.
Uncle Ferg.
I'm sorry. That's it.
No. I just want to say briefly. I just want to try to cut in because we're gonna end out soon. I just want to say,
I hate you.
I remember looking at a video where it was this one chick. She was kind of younger. She was pretty, and she was a corn star. And this corn star, all right, this popcorn star, she was getting on this guy because he only had like 20 bodies, and she was like in high school. I had like 100 before I got out of high school. Like, she was bragging about having over 100 bodies before she got out of high school, and she was getting on this guy because he only had, I think then I was like 20, 25 or something like that. But yeah, rock out.
But that's what I'm saying. Even in our culture, even if you were still in high school and you had 10 bodies, 5 bodies, that's too goddamn much. Your grandmama had your granddaddy. That's the dude who turned her out. That's why she had 12 kids.
Until I was 20. I lost mine like my second year at college.
Well, Smitty, you rode the short bus with the yellow helmet, so yeah, it took you a while to get there. No, I'm just messing with you.
No. I'm just messing with you, man. Myself, Brody. I'm a late bloomer. That's why I was saying, like, Brother JT was saying, I got a whole bunch of I got friends that, like, I remember had to drop out because they're pregnant now and all of that type of shit. Like, I remember not many, but I remember a story or two. So I mean, these things aren't foreign to me. I have dealt with some chicks definitely who have told me, yeah, they lost their virginity around 13. And I've always asked, like, me just thinking back to myself as like still thinking I'm Donatello as Ninja Turtles and shit. I'm like, you knew what to do? That's all. That's all I'm saying. Like, I wasn't there yet. I wasn't there yet at 13.
But nothing good comes out of that. If you think about it, nothing good comes out of that having sex early in your life. That's for, boys and girls. Nothing good comes from it.
So you don't think it helps you in your experience later down the line?
No, I think it's
bad motherfucker when you was in your 20s.
It damages you.
It damages you. It stunts your growth. No doubt. It stunts your growth. So, like I said, once you get to a point where you actually enjoy having sex with one person, this is the craziest part. The sex is really, really good. But if you out here and you've been fucking, think about how people talk. Think about how men talk. And they sit back and say, nigga, ain't no man want to just have sex with one woman for the rest of his life.
Shit.
Like, nigga, do you understand that the rest of your life can mean that you die next year? You get what I'm saying? Think about what lifetime warranty is, right? People think lifetime warranty is this long ass warranty that you have. No, it's the life of the product. It's shit that got lifetime warranty from that you bought from Montgomery Wards, right? I'm talking about the store. They got people that own shit that has lifetime warranty. Guess why it doesn't work anymore? Because there's no Montgomery that you can walk up to, Montgomery Wards that you can walk up to, trade it in and get another goddamn product, right? That product may not even be in there. So when we talk about this thing called lifetime, that can mean that's indefinite, right? Until your ass die. That's basically what it is. It's a lifetime. So when you're talking about having sex with one woman, I've never seen anything bad come from that. I've always seen the shit come bad from when you having sex with multiple women. Child support, double child support, quadruple child support.
We don't even have to go that far, brother JT. I mean, just the dating aspect in itself, you know.
Yeah, you just it's, right. So it doesn't even show you how to bond with the person.
Yeah, real quick. I've just spoken to my lady about that before, as far as like the cheating aspect. I'm like, yo, that's just too expensive. It's too much work trying to like not fuck up your name when you go. Oh, this LaShonda. My bad. No, I mean, girl, listen. That was just my way of making sure you knew who you were, girl. Stop playing. You know I'm always making sure you on point. Like, I don't have time for that shit.
You tearing shit up.
I don't have time for keeping up with tabs and bills. I don't have time for the random knock on your door talking about some we having a baby. None of that shit. I don't have no time for none of that. So the best way that I can exactly. So to land it, and I'm gonna give you the floor back. So the best way to counter that, because I believe prevention is much better than the cure. Fuck trying to figure out how to get the best lawyer to get out of this situation. Forget trying to do overtime so you can make sure that you keep up with your tab for the government. No, prevention is better than the cure. Don't be in a situation in the first place. It's just like the person who says don't be where the punch is thrown and you won't get hit. So, I mean, really, like, I'm just more so on that type of headspace. But go ahead, rock out, JT. You got it, bro.
Yeah. No, it's just at a point.
Got about 7 more minutes.
We have to do what actually work, even if we don't. This is why you need the elders. This is why you need the older folks to be able to tell you. Listen, when you out here, can you imagine how it feels when you have a family and you go out there for a couple of goddamn minutes to be fucking around, and your wife or your husband have to be confronted with your ass being dishonest with them by cheating on them or having sex with somebody else, and you guys been building some shit and you went by doing dumb shit and tore that motherfucking shit up. People don't understand how tragedy starts. That's how it starts. Somebody is building with you. Somebody has trusted you enough to build with you, and now because you did something that was deceitful, they're confronted. Do I stay or do I leave? Right? If I stay, and if it gets out, like what that video was, now I look like a dummy. If I leave, now I gotta be confronted with my kids not having both their parents together with them, people that had a relationship with the person I was with. Now they're kind of like, do I cut my relationship off with them too? Because y'all ain't together. It's a lot of shit that goes depending on how long you've been with that person, right? Because we have a lot of people that just want to do dumb shit. When I mean by dumb shit, well, first and foremost, cheating is a human thing. It is what it is. Everybody is capable of doing it. But this is why we have concessions to have a discipline. Sexual discipline, a discipline to stay the fuck out of where you know that you can be vulnerable at. All these different things. When you put yourself in those goddamn, and this men and women, you put yourself in that goddamn situation, that's on you, knowing that you're weak to that shit. You fucked up the family. Hold accountability, goddammit. I ended there.
All right, JT, let me touch up on that.
Respect. Yeah, go ahead, everybody. Get your last pieces in real quick. Everybody, get your last pieces in and take your time. Don't feel rushed. And then we're gonna do our final thoughts, and then we'll get up out of here. So go ahead, rock out.
Love you, Smitty, but I hate your ass sometimes, bro. Damn, you giving me long sense.
Hey, dog, I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I be like, I don't like your ass either, nigga. As far as like myself, you know what I'm saying? I say that sometimes, like, I don't like you, nigga. But then I be like, you know what? It's because I can't help but to love you. Because you so lovable. God damn, nigga, you handsome. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean.
7 minutes, Smitty.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Pause.
I'm so lovable. I'm
Thank
so
you, Trey.
lovable.
Pause.
Thank you, Trey.
Rock out.
Y'all crazy, boy.
Yeah, he crazy. He funny though. He funny. No, but no, but the thing is for me is like, even when in high school years, and I tell people like, they be hella pregnant chicks and shit like that, and even then, that cautioned me to like be very careful. Like I said, had a father enough to tell me like, yo, just be careful, son. More so in college, but just be careful in general because you shouldn't have to be worrying about that shit. And like I said, I didn't lose that shit till I was like 17, and what and it was just and that was probably going to be the girl I was most likely going to marry after school because I think it was a known thing. It'd be like you have your childhood sweetheart. I won't say childhood, but like your high school sweetheart. You might get married to one of them if you're lucky enough. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And me going out through my years, it was just learning of like always wear protection, be safe, don't just smash any other type of girl, and just get with a woman you're planning on building a future with, particularly. And then I think after my second girlfriend is when I started putting that in motion. That's what I did. Like after like 24, that's when I was like, all right, man, did that. Let me just freaking focus. Trust me. Let me just focus on myself. Building up financials. Build on my credentials, my financial stuff. Work on my character, things of that nature, and then just, after that, and like I said, when I'm established, hey man, they'll come through when they come through, but that was really my experience right there, and it wasn't like Jay was just going out and I was just like wilding out because I don't do parties, I don't do none of that shit. I was looking more so for relationships, not to put my sword in other girls. So particularly that wasn't something that was like a main focus of me. Main focus was just to like, bro, get a decent job, build your money up, and get to a point in life where you can take care of your family. That was the main thing that was driving me. Be responsible, be mature, don't be a fucking piece of shit, which wasn't hard for me not to do.
Chasing your purpose. Chasing your purpose. All of that you named is chasing your purpose. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And I'm doing that now. The thing is, like I said, I'll be in Japan in about 5 years. So I'm not even. I say 5 for exaggeration.
Wait a minute. For what reason? Why are you going to Japan?
Why am I going to Japan?
Tournament, right?
No, I'm not a gaming. Yo, where y'all niggas get this from? I'm not going.
I'm just saying, like, why?
We'll see. And 84 would tell you if he was here, but like he knows Japan has been a long life dream of mine to actually live over there because I love that culture and I love those people. And they practice what they preach over there, and they're more peaceful and there's no bullshit like there is over here in America. Which is
and
funny,
you know that you can be accepted over there with your black ass. Honestly,
yes.
Okay, no. I mean, you may know something I don't know because you know something.
Actually, I do.
My baby sister Shelly, she speaks fluent Japanese. Honestly, from what I know, real talk. She from me in anime being a big brother, like she came up under me, so she remembers me watching Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. She got into it, and now she's been over there a couple of summers, like throughout her life. One of her best friends lives over there. And long story short, she's definitely into that culture. Only reason why I'm asking that is because she is maybe a shade lighter than you, right? Mm-hmm. Like right in between you and Gracie. And real talk, dead ass. Yeah, seriously. Like she's like a light peanut butter complexion. And long story short, she was talking about how she thought when she went over there, like it was going to be so welcoming. And she was talking about how like the hairdresser ladies didn't want to do her hair until she paid them up front, and everybody knows like you don't go to places like that. Like she was just talking about a lot of things that was taking place. Is everybody up here? Okay, back. Yeah, so she was just talking about that. So that's all I'm saying as far as I just personally know from when my sister's gone there, she was talking about that and how it wasn't the most pleasant experience. It wasn't what she thought it would be cracked up to be. Is all I'm gonna say.
And there's
Not
certain
saying it
rules,
was
and
the
I'm gonna
worst
say
thing
this.
in the world, but
Right.
they
And the
did
thing is, there's
not want
certain
to
rules you gotta
associate with
follow.
her black ass. They really didn't.
Now, I can understand that was China for me but I will say this, but certain places have certain rules, so you have to move a certain way. You can't be loud. Like I said, you can't bring America bullshit over there. They will get rid of your ass. And I'm glad that they do because they're trying to have peace over there. Now you fucking that up. Now, granted, there are certain rules. Like I said, there are certain places. Like I think there's one particular place that's not for foreigners, particularly. And as long as you stay from there, you'll be fine. But you're not gonna get shot or whatever. It's just that that's specifically for them. Now for me, I have 3 military brothers that are married over there to those ladies. They've been there for a long time, and one of them was about to have a kid, and I told them, "Well, congratulations, bro." And and I went to high school with those cats, and they're waiting for me to come over there. Like, Jay, bro, we can't wait for you to come over here because you know how much you was talking that shit. Now I can see what you was talking about, brother. Like, it's nice, it's peaceful over here. The culture is amazing. That just the festivals, the events, they're amazing here. But also, what's really good here, he said, is the woman that I found here, because she's nice, she's sweet, she's peaceful, she's the exact opposite of me. Like I said, not another not masculine, but just so nice. But the difference for him is he had to now back to what Grace was saying about courting and shit. He had to do all that shit, the old school ways of doing shit, which I love because that's how I got up brought. How to court a woman and how to get the blessing through the father, all that shit. And hey, her family liked it. Her family liked him. Like, seriously. And it's just like because of him being able to speak the language, him actually respecting the culture, and him actually just being a person that the father can talk to. And also and also the father was a military man too. That actually probably helped him too, because they can relate being in the military. But
Okay.
but also look at it's just you just need that one key thing to connect with one another, particularly. Like I said, you just can't speak English and think they're gonna like you. No, you gotta be able to. You gotta do certain things, and also it is. I'm gonna say it is somewhat like a test over there. They're gonna, like I said, they're gonna be friendly at first, but once you get accustomed, all right, you rolling in with the society. You one of us now, so just travel throughout the streets. But but all seriousness, there, I'm going there to work. I'm going there to, like I said, I'm going there to actually live there, to actually even just immerse myself in it, because trust me, there are rules that I gotta follow, but also I know there's gonna be a lot of fun for me over there too. But I'm gonna be focusing on the work first before I get to the fun part, because I think if I focus on that first, then I can get to lower my guard a little bit and then just start having some fun over there. But that's mainly what I plan on doing.
Okay. Nah, salute to that. So we're gonna go ahead and get to our final thoughts on this, and whatever it is you want to say as far as the show, whatever your last, whatever you want to get out real quick, get that shit out. We're gonna go to JT. We're gonna go to brother first. No, matter of fact, we're gonna get the ladies in first. So we're gonna go to Sister Tika first. Then we're gonna go to brother JT. Then we're gonna go to brother Ferg. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna make sure that we get me and Gracie in here because we're gonna end it off. All right.
I just want to say, man, salute to Jay. I think it's amazing that you're going to get your black wife and then going over there to Japan. I think that's dope, man. That's really super dope. I like that.
Leave Jay alone.
Hold on, wait, that's a good idea. But now it does make sense, the conversation that he wanted to have with me. So I'll be more than happy to have that with the guy Jay. But now salute to him. Find your queen here. Black it in black. It is Black History Month, by the way. Take your queen on up over there, have your family. Salute. I'm always down for our people having peace and prosperity and solitude and all that good stuff.
Same with sisters.
But
Same with sisters. That's what I say. Mm-hmm.
You say what did you say? My bad.
I said I said the same with sisters. I hope y'all get your peace too. But
yeah,
also
for
I'll say
sure, for
this:
sure.
it doesn't matter for
And
color
you know
for
what's
me. It just
even
matters just your
better?
personality. That's all I care about.
Yeah, the piece together. The piece together be like amazing for us. Look at his face. But listen, I also want to say, amazing show tonight. Definitely dope topics. Definitely dope conversation. Always down to have it. Would definitely love to have more conversations in the future. And man, listen, I'm feeling great tonight. So thank you. I appreciate that. And I stayed up. I'm a whole G and a half of that. 7th letter. All right, that's it.
Sister, are you married, sister?
I am not married. I am dating.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say on that right now.
Yo, that's crazy. No, I'm not. I'm not married, but I am in a pretty good relationship. But I'm not married now.
Shit, Jay ready to take you to Japan. I see you was trying to get your passport in on him, so that's all.
Nah. I'm pretty sure he's looking for something beyond me. That's why I made it clear that he probably should be looking within us, not beyond us. But nah. I'm gonna say salute to that guy.
That's what's up. So, yeah, like Queen was just saying, dope topic. You know, I'm always rocking with you, my man. I'm always rocking with you, Embrace. You know, so I'm over here in these YouTube streets. Do not forget to follow me on What We Know podcast. Also, the Black Man Unfiltered Network, where you will always see me on Wednesday. Shit. Normally, what is it? Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. You will see all different sides of JT. You will see the serious side. You see the side that talk a lot of shit. You will see a side that, you know, sometimes you probably can catch me even when I'm getting greasy with somebody sometimes. Very seldom you will see that part of me, but I'm always over here willing to have a conversation on this network here. Shout out to my boy JBJ. It's a couple other people. Oh, my man Trey Ferg. You know, Jay Takashi. We've been rocking right now, Jay. How many years now? It's been almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been rocking for a minute. So
Yeah, dude, I love your content, brother, man. Like I said, I love the work you put in, man. And also love your hustle, and I also love what you stand for too. That's what I really appreciate the most. What you stand for.
Appreciate it. Yeah, so you know, relationships is probably one of the number one things that I do talk about. Even when it's with your children, even when it's with siblings, friends, it don't have to just be an intimate relationship. It's all the way around. And as far as like, you know, the topics that we had today, man, look, all that cheating and shit, that shit does nothing but tear up families. It keeps the community at destitute, and we don't grow mentally. But none of this, it actually hurts us. So one of the things that I'm definitely on is having discipline when it comes down to the way that we think, to challenge ourselves to what we think we know about each and every subject that we talk about. Sometimes we can just be fucking wrong. That's just what it is. And you still win when you argue with somebody and you concede to their point, because you just learned something new. That's all. I'm gonna end it right there, man. I appreciate you guys for having me on the channel. And don't forget Wednesday. Shit, I'll probably do a pop-up tomorrow. If you guys follow me already, if you can hit that bell, then you would know once I'm popping on What We Know podcast. So I might do a pop-up because I'm off Monday. So probably tomorrow and Monday, I'll probably do a show, and it's gonna be some wild. It's probably be like I'll be doing them on Wednesday. And if you ain't seen that show yet, it get wild.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be like Wednesday.
It's out slow, but I guarantee by the time we at the half mark, baby, it's on and popping. So thank you guys for having me on there, man. I end it.
Okay, well, where's Smitty at?
Gracie, get in there. Uncle Ferg, you got your piece in, right? Because me and Gracie about to end this.
I was just going to say, you know what I'm saying, based on the videos and people that's watching, you know, start investing more in yourself right now. We're at the most pivotal time in probably world history than any other time, where things are going to be shifting and changing over the next 4 to 5 years as far as being Black in America. So now's one of the greatest times for men to start establishing themselves, solidifying their foundation. If you can, get you a house. I don't care if it's a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, whatever you can get, because things are going to be changing. Women, start making your deals now. Start making your deals now and commit to those deals, because immigrants are coming, and they come into your high class apartment because you can't pay the rent because y'all not going to work. So they're not going to get y'all. You're going to lose a lot of these jobs. It's just always, a pleasure for me, especially, when I find people like Smitty and Grace, and y'all keep topics that are relevant, and it's not about who got the biggest swanger. It's about trying to find solutions and intriguing minds. So, to me, I'm retired. I'm in the spaces most people wish they were, but I'm gonna keep on trying to do my best to help people get here. I understand the mission, but hey, so I don't know, man. Only advice I give to Jay Tahaki, look, man, cut your 5 years into 2.5 years, man. Go now while you still hungry for it. Come back in 5 years and tell us the story. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow's not promised. And the work, just the whole process there is a lot different from here. Go embrace it now, man, while you got that in you, man. That's my advice. Now, you can go when you decide to go, but, to all the single man out there, don't make no fucking children out of wedlock. That's your ass will be poor for the next 30 years of your life. Don't do it. Women, change our uniforms. It's time to come up out of the BAPS uniform. We don't want to see no more ass, no more titties out here. Take your kids swimming, teach them how to ride a bike, knock some of the ADHD at their ass so they won't be going chaotic, as we saw in Kansas City. With that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, it's always a pleasure, man. And I hope everybody have a great rest of the weekend. Enjoy the NBA All-Star game. Everybody take a bath tomorrow. Take a bath tomorrow, everybody. Not a shower, a damn bath. Soak all the crust out your cheeks. Soak it out. I digress.
Squish it, squish that, squash.
All right, well,
Gracie, it's on you. I don't have like five or six words. Go ahead.
Okay, well, tonight was a great show. Nobody overwhelmed anybody. We were very respectful. We had fun. It got messy. It got raunchy. And you know what? That's what good dialogue is. And I'm so glad that the people that I'm working with, I embrace those who embrace me, and I keep rocking with those who keep rocking with me. And JT, it looks like you got Thursday nights open, sir. So you can always come check out my show 8 p.m. on Thursday nights.
No doubt.
So if you're available, and I will definitely tag you in my posts, And Jay, it was nice to meet you. I've never spoken with you, but it was nice to meet you. Trey
You
Ferg,
never
I need
spoke with Jay before?
No.
You speak to me, Gracie.
When we was over JBJ, for real? You
JBJ,
sure?
No.
Yeah.
Because remember, I took a hiatus. I was kind of like
okay,
put on time out for a minute.
You're right. Go ahead.
I didn't even know JT was on the JVJ Nova, but I put it together with Rob. You know, Trey, I need a way to get a hold of you because there's a couple ideas that I have to bounce off of you to do some shows. Tika, Top Flight, #1 moderator. You need to come over on my show on Thursday nights, young lady. I would appreciate that. You know, we always need women's. Even though I advocate for the men on my channel, I still want to bring the women's perspective. But again, great show, guys. You guys can find me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Snapchat. Thank you guys for having me. Smitty, I digress. My mic is yours.
Grace, real quick, I'll put my email in the back chat.
Okay.
All right. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Read back.